Thanks, Talia. I recently attended Reset by Design's Wellness Retreat in Bali, and I can't say enough good things about it. It was an amazing time, a beautiful time was had with all of the women that attended the trip. Reset by Design Wellness, you did it again. You did it again. We had so much fun. We doing it for the gram, the Bali swing, beach day clubs, checking out the bamboo forest, going to one of the local spas, beautiful local spas, jumping into a pool covered in flowers, floating breakfast. We did it all, and we had an amazing time doing it together. And that's all because of the space that Reset by Design Wellness creates for us. You not only will feel safe physically, but you, more importantly, I feel like, will feel safe mentally and emotionally, which is really the whole reason that we're going on the retreat, is to relax, relate, release, reset, and just essentially come back home refreshed and renewed and ready to take on whatever it is that life is throwing at us. But aside from walking away with tools from the workshops in order to, work on the issues that you may have going on in your personal life, you also walk away with a new community, and you walk away with these women who all are just genuinely trying to support each other. Nobody wants anything from the other aside from a listening ear, perhaps, someone to offer a shoulder to cry on, someone to laugh with, someone to just experience new things with. You walk away with community when you go on a Reset by Design Wellness retreat. So anybody out there, any woman out there who is thinking about going, just go. You're going to have an amazing time. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel cared for. The support, the community, the attention to detail when it comes to the itinerary and the activities that we do on these retreats. Reset by Design Wellness gives you attention to detail in all of the areas that matter. So just go, book it. Hi, my name's Talia.
Come on in. Come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey y'all, I'm back. Hey girl, what's up? Listen, somebody in the comments said, I know this is about to be a good show. And guess what? If you enjoy when I'm about to piss everybody off, then you goddamn right. It's going to be a good show. I'm excited. Okay. Hi, everybody. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I know it's Tuesday. Shout out to my members. Okay. My members only people. They saw me yesterday for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if you are a member of my channel or you become a member of my channel, Patreon website, bondyblueshow.com, and then on here on YouTube. Okay. So if y'all decide to become a part, you get my full recaps for the reality shows. And I feel like I'm about to start doing more vlogging shit. You know what I'm saying? More like topic conversations, the stuff that I do on Instagram. I think I'm about to start moving that to Patreon and all of that. Like once I finish on Instagram, because a lot of people don't always see it. Take it down, put it on my members only. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Either way, I'm happy to see y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. Again, I think I have a great show planned for everybody today. So many things to talk about. It's so many things to talk about, girl. And I want to start with a topic we were talking about last week and for the Ooh Ladies First panel. And I want to thank y'all for always enjoying these moments when I'm right with me, because y'all are at me and be like, Bondi called it, Bondi was right, and I'm petty and I like to be right. Okay. I can be wrong, as I always say. I'll throw my hands up. Okay. I'll be wrong, girl. I'm wrong. My bad. I don't have a problem with doing that. Okay. But ultimately, what I prefer is to be correct. And I'm not always happy about that though. Like, I mean, these relationship things, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, I imagine like people having relationships, you know, there's a moment y'all enjoy each other, y'all start not enjoying each other. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that it has to be this forever thing. And I think most people are not meant to be together forever. I don't. I think that's why we grow and we evolve. And if you are comfortable in one space, eventually you may not be comfortable in that space anymore. That's just life. So I don't think we should be having like these fall out on the ground, reactions every time somebody breaks up or, what have you. But we said that this was like, girl, what we doing all this for? And that's, y'all, I'm just saying from personal experience and watching the world work in front of me via social media and out here in real life, men will always embarrass you. And so as a woman who has self-respect, I don't care how much you like your man, you temper yourself, especially out in front of other people. Temper yourself. Do not be so overjoyed with good dictum that you advertise and promote your dick to the world. Okay? Don't do that, girl. Sometimes you got to be on the calm down with it. You got to be on the chill. You got to be on the calm down. He's an amazing person. I love him dearly, but I'm not going to be dicked out in public the way some of y'all be. Okay. And I'm not saying Cash Doll was dicked out. I just think Cash Doll should have kept this shit to herself, because to me, he wanted to be seen. He wanted to be seen. And little shit like this was cute but corny, and it makes you look dumb once we get to the next week. And y'all hoes then broke up at this point in my life. Okay, I just need to be single. Zazarius is a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye. And with all due respect, we decided to part ways. I'm giving the internet a break also, so I'm done with y'all too right now, because we know y'all gonna be online acting the piss out this lady all under her comments, acting a fucking fool. Because we know how social media has become a place that y'all can all come and bully people that y'all both like and hate. You know what I mean? I think it's so weird the way everyday people view the internet, and certain people's social media platforms is somewhere to go and dump all of their angry emotions. And then when somebody says something about it, then all of a sudden it's like, this is just the internet and you guys take this too seriously. Bitch, get your fucking ass off. Get out of my face. Okay? This is bullshit. It's bullshit. There's a system in this world and in this country of victimizing people and then getting mad when they respond to you victimizing them. Okay? At this point, right. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing nothing. I can see all in a nigga face that he ain't right. But manipulation is when someone blames you for your reaction to their toxic behavior, but doesn't discuss their disrespect that triggered you. Yes. What did I just say? You see it all over the place. You see it all over the place. Okay. So with that, do you know what else happened with Cash Doll besides the Darius and then her weird ass ex, baby daddy? He came out and said something, but I want to talk about Cash Doll and this motherfucking nail situation. Because I have an opinion about that as well. Where the hell is it at? Where the hell is Cash Doll and these goddamn nails at? Because I thought I saved it. Let me refresh. Let me see. Hold up. Okay, no. Okay, no. No. You always say no. When it's really It's still no. Okay. Well, I thought I had saved it, but I guess in all of the Cash Doll and Zadarius drama, it might have got lost in the sauce. Oh no. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes, girl. Let's see what was said. Okay. So apparently the nail tech got up here and said that it took Cash Doll some days to pay her, and then Cash Doll came out and said no, it didn't. Let's get into it.
Hello?
Zendaya,
Yes.
this is Cash Doll. Sunday, when you came and did my nails, and I wasn't able to pay you because I had to rush out
Yes, I understand
and
that.
go do my, I had to take pictures with my bestie and everything. The wedding
I
happened.
understand.
Tish sent you the $150, right?
Yes.
So you technically got paid because Tish knew I was gonna pay her back, like I did, and I gave her some extra. It's like, why would you go on the internet and tell them people you haven't got paid when you really got paid? Even if it wasn't from me, you got paid.
Yes, that's true. But I also didn't make that to bash you in any way. I am still grateful for the opportunity. But with all of that, it was like I was being ignored. And I was speaking up for service providers. Like I said, not towards you. I'm not a drama person. I'm not a negative person. And I know you don't know.
Here's the thing. The girl got paid Sunday. She did the services Sunday. She got paid. It don't matter who she got paid from. She got paid. So for you to come on the internet and act like you didn't get paid is the problem. Here's the thing.
Hey, my video was never bashing anyone, mentioning a name to gain promotion, nor to spread negativity, simply to spread awareness to service providers based on my experience with a celebrity, and a mistake I made with not requesting payment right then. Lesson learned. I was paid because of the person who referred me felt as though I should have been paid at the time of service, and to inform her when I received payment from the celebrity to send back to her. The celebrity had not known about payment until we spoke on the phone. We spoke on the phone for over 7 minutes about threatening to post the recorded phone call video, while also speaking and clearing the situation up on both ends, and how there was a lack of communication, especially since this is our first time meeting. I was requested in agreement to remove my video or she'd post hers, which I did. I do not like drama. I wanted to speak from my service providers, speak up for my service providers out there that experience the same thing, and no one speaks up. It's unfair and we deserve to be heard. It happens, we're human, but I just want to spread awareness and how things should be communicated. The person who referred me is my cousin. Lord, the spelling shit wrong, which is another reason why she paid me up front. She felt as though non-payment wasn't fair since she referred me. Things happen. Just all awareness. Oh, shit. So her cousin is the one that referred Cash Doll. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I understand that y'all may feel like the girl did it for clout and all of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You should have paid when your nails were done. I don't give a fuck if you sent somebody else them. Oh, I sent them a little extra. Bitch, this is not about you being broke. This is about y'all not giving a fuck about people and feeling like they should just be okay with you not giving them their money after the service because you famous and you got paid, right? So why would you come on? Because why the fuck would you think it was okay to not pay me after the nails was done? Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is bullshit to me. Y'all, I watched my mama do hair for so many years. My mama would do nice shit for people all the time. But never, ever, ever was it expected that somebody could come and get a full fucking service and then walk out the door and not pay. That's crazy to me. I don't care that you paid a few hours later. I don't care. You got your nails done, got your grown ass up, walked out that lady's workspace and did not pay her. That is the problem. That is the issue. And to be honest, she was probably telling everybody how they need to go about doing this shit from now on to deal with you type of entitled people that think y'all could just not pay people. You're entitled. You feel entitled to be able to handle people any type of way, which you know is out of the norm because you're cash doll. And I feel like because you're cash doll, not only should you have paid that lady and had the money before you came there, but you should have gave the extra fucking money to her, the person that actually did the service. And I could tell that girl was scared of you on the phone. And so she did not want to upset you. But I'm going to tell you, because, you know, this ain't my situation. And I've had to learn to speak up for myself as well, because people will take advantage of the fact that they know that people don't want to have a fight with them. No, I don't want to have a fight with you, bitch. But at the same time, you wrong. And I shouldn't have to shut the fuck up about it and not take it to the internet simply because you don't want me to. I wanted my money after I was done doing your nails, but I didn't get it, did I? And it seems like Cash Doll still posted the video that she was threatening to not post if the girl took her video down. The girl took her video down, yet we still seeing this. So from now on, you need to pay up front. Or you need to pay half up front. You need to pay half up front, and you need to pay half when it's done. That's what the rule needs to start to be. That's why so many people make y'all pay deposits, because y'all take advantage of service providers in this way. And that's not to say that, you know, there aren't some fucked up service providers out here. But at the end of the day, you don't get to get a full service that you're okay with and get up like somebody actually spent time doing this shit. I just spent my energy and my time doing this shit. And you think you can get up, walk out, and have somebody pay me later? Talking about you got it the same. I don't give a fuck if it happened the same day. It should have happened before you walked out. It should have happened after you walked out. So yeah, I ain't like that shit. Let's move on. Something else I wanted to talk to y'all about.
Every beginning of every season to my manager saying Kim Coles has to lose some weight. She has to lose some weight. She has to lose some weight. And I remember having this conversation with some guy friends, and they go, there's no man in America that would kick any one of y'all out of bed, which is a really, really crude way to say it. But yeah. I think what was beautiful about us is there were 4 completely different body types. And we looked like women that everybody knew in our community, but there's a expectation by these, you know, suits in an office somewhere of what they think sexy is. And so I had a really hard time as I was gaining weight and feeling as if everybody was staring. And there was this moment where Latifah was like, no, we're not going to do this. And then it wasn't brought up anymore. And I told, you won't remember this, but I told you that they threatened me and said, if you keep gaining weight, we're going to have to start writing fat jokes. And you said, I won't read those jokes.
Who said that to you?
Yeah, executive said it to my manager. We have to include it. She wouldn't be gaining all this weight and her friends wouldn't say anything. And we're going to have to, that was the threat, lose some weight or we're going to have to start writing fat jokes.
So, to me, this is much like the conversation we were having about Martin, how there are certain things that were deemed as okay as far as talking about somebody's body, talking about somebody's hair. These were things that were happening in the background and on camera on some of these shows, and it was not okay. And it took the other women on this show saying, we're not telling no goddamn fat jokes on this show. They had to have that type of bravery about themselves to say, no, we're not going to do this shit. Them making those types of stands back then is the reason why I and a lot of us who have aged with living single say that it has aged well in a lot of ways. And I'm going to tell y'all another story that y'all may not know, okay? Because we was talking about Tisha Campbell, you know, and Tisha Campbell, I don't know if she's ever talked about how it made her feel, but I was watching in real time because I loved everybody from Martin. I loved. So I was going to follow them. If I saw them in something, I was like, even down to seeing fucking Sean and things. I don't know about, y'all, but if y'all notice how Sean used to be, well, not used to be. Sean as a grown man plays somebody's daddy in so many different movies and TV shows and shit. Y'all remember Sean from Martin, right? The guy that worked at the radio station with him for the first two seasons, the white guy, back when they really still needed a white person to be in a black friend group. Okay. But Tisha Campbell went to do My Wife and Kids, and I love My Wife and Kids. I love the Wayans, okay? And child, listen, one of my first wet dreams was about Damon Wayans, okay? Girl, we was in the tubes at Chuck E. Cheese, okay? But I love Damon. Damon was always like the finest of all of the brothers to me, right? Once everybody got to their fine level, because there's like a 1997 to 1999 era of the Wayans brothers where every single one of the ones that we would see was fine as fuck, right? And to me, Damon was just always finer because Damon had a stoicism and a sarcasm about him that I really, really liked. So I say all that to say I love these people. I watched the show. Do y'all know what they did to Tisha Campbell on that show that I find so fucked up to this day? Tisha Campbell had a baby after the first season. And when she came back, she had gained weight from having a baby. But they did not want to write into her story that she had a baby. So instead, they wrote the first few episodes of the second season, where Michael is unattracted to her because she's gained this weight, and they make fun of her, and Tisha Campbell does an amazing job at making it funny. You know what I'm saying? There's one joke she does throughout the rest of the seasons that's always funny. Like when she pretends like, when I was a kid, they try to make it seem like she was a fat kid, even though we know Tisha Campbell was not a fat kid. But either way, they act like she's, the character was a fat kid. And she was in a play, and she was the house when it fell on the witch in the Wizard of Oz. And she would fall, and then everybody would kind of stumble like the ground was shaking. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. That shit always tickled me whenever they would do that. However, I'm not about to act like it's not fucked up that y'all wrote her weight into the story without writing why she actually gained the weight. Instead, they made it seem like she just got lazy and stopped working out. And then the end of the episode, aha moment, because y'all know beginning, middle, and end. All 30-minute TV shows have the issue is presented. We handle the issue badly. Now we fix it at the end to tie it all up in a bow, right? She gained the weight. He had a problem with it. He didn't want to have sex with her. And then he had to sit down and have a conversation with her where he tells her that you have to keep yourself up the way I keep myself up for you, as if what's happening to a woman's body is the same as what's happening to a man's body. And so we should be thinking about them the same way. A nigga don't never have to have no fucking baby. A nigga don't get thyroid issues that make him gain weight the same way women will. But that doesn't matter because we're not supposed to be treated as humans, right? We're not supposed to be treated as humans. A part of this idea about the way we dehumanize ourselves and each other is not making room for what's actually happening in the moment and only caring about how the person is showing up instead of the why. It's dehumanizing to constantly ignore the why when it comes to certain things and certain people. Because y'all can explain all day why a nigga fucked up. Y'all could tell us his childhood story and how his mama wasn't there in 5 fucking seconds so we could feel sorry for a nigga beating somebody upside the head. But when we talk about women and what women respond to and how we are now having the space to say this was not okay, it doesn't make us sensitive and all of this bullshit. But if we are sensitive, so the fuck what? Why we can't have feelings, bitch? We humans. We're humans. Not having feelings makes us unhuman. I don't know if y'all know. The feelings are what makes us human. You working a job but not feeling like working it. Being tired at a job. Like them ignoring that you're tired, them ignoring that you need longer than 2 days to recover from a 5-day job, them ignoring that fact in our system here is dehumanizing. Because it ignores the fact that you are a human and your life is supposed to be about more than that fucking job. And that transcends in all of these other ways, because her feelings should have been put into the situation, because we're all humans. So no, most people's friends are not going to make fun of them for being fat, especially not grown ass Black women. Grown ass Black women in the 90s who are mature, who actually like each other, are not going to rank on each other's bodies. That is a male identified mean bitch thing when women are doing it. And it is a hater ass, weird ass thing when men do it. But let's be very fucking clear. I, as an adult, I do not want to spend time with anybody that thinks it's fun to pick fun at me and make me feel bad about myself. I don't want to be around anybody like that. As a grown fucking adult, I'm still going to view it the same way I did when I was a child. You're trying to bully me, and then you're pretending like it's a joke. Something internally is wrong, and you want to make me feel bad because I'm triggering something in you. And your way of making me feel bad about myself so you can feel better about you is to make fun of something about me. Y'all don't want to take it that deep, but that's what the fuck it is. That's what it is every time. Y'all may not want to deal with this. Y'all do this shit to Lizzo. Lizzo can't gain or lose weight without somebody talking about that lady body. As if our weight doesn't fluctuate. Humans, women, weight goes up and down. And the fact that people think it's okay to have these hard set parameters for how a bitch should look at any point in her life is dehumanizing. Because fuck her feelings, right? Fuck that hurts her. That you're telling her about her body, and honestly, in a way that's not accurate. It's not accurate. We can talk about what's healthy and all of that, but y'all don't really give a fuck about what's healthy, because when motherfuckers is skinny, y'all don't have nothing to say when it comes to health. So get off of it. Get off of it. But somebody was taking special effort to make Kim Coles feel like shit about herself while she was doing extremely well on a nationally syndicated Black female-led show. But we're going to act like the things that happen on these TV shows don't really affect us in real life. Y'all got to stop y'all got to stop bullshitting with yourselves. For real, quit bullshitting with yourself. This is bullshit. Just to switch it up right quick before we get into other things that people might get more upset about. Y'all, what is this? Who asked for this? Who said Carly Red would be better on Real Housewives of Atlanta? All of the fucking people that's on Love and Hip Hop that y'all could have chose. Matter of fact, old ass Banana Peel Rashida could have been on this show. Rashida could have been on Real Housewives of Atlanta before Carly Red. What the fuck is anybody thinking about with this? Like what? Who asked? Who said, point them the fuck out to us? I have questions. I want you to explain to me your thought process on why y'all think Carly Red would be a great addition to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I low-key feel like y'all have got to be desperate. And I also feel like, I don't know who no longer wants to do Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it might have something to do with the way that y'all not paying enough. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing. Y'all know how everybody liking to talk about sensitivity and feelings lately, right? Anytime somebody say, I don't like what you said, that was some fucked up shit, y'all won't pop out. Y'all too sensitive and all. I know y'all be feeling like that, a lot. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Shit. I hate when that happens because I'm trying to explain. I gotta stop explaining myself. You heard what the fuck I said. But Carly Red on Real Housewives. Oh, that's what I was about to say. That's why it made sense. The feelings. Y'all, what I feel about this is that it is no longer beneficial in the long run for women to get on these reality TV shows and have y'all tear their asses apart every week for like months. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this has to be a prank. I hope so, bitch. Okay. I would take K Michelle over here before I take Carly Red. But no, y'all, it actually makes me feel like the reason why people don't want to sign up for reality shows anymore is because the echelon of woman that they would like for a Real Housewives show is not going to put herself on the chopping block the way some of these women do. And that really does come down to how you feel. How you feel. I don't want to open my phone and see hate comments to me every fucking day because I curse some raggedy bitch out that y'all like on a reality show. I don't want to deal with that. I actually have money in a nice life, and I don't want people all in my business. I don't want people dragging me about some fucking tweets that I posted from 2010. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there are so many people that really don't feel like it's worth it anymore. Y'all are not paying them enough. That's what I really think. Productions are not paying these people enough for what they have to go through. And the people that can deal with it have either been doing it for a very long time or they are low-key desensitized to it and feel like the money is better. And to be honest, it's not. Because I'm going to take y'all from here to go to, I want to show y'all something that I saw earlier. Not this, because this is funny, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how often and how much I'm seeing women punching each other in the fucking face on my timeline. Okay, so wait, did the Jasmine brand just get rid of all of their shit? Because I could have sworn it was the Jasmine brand. Maybe it was It's On Site or the Neighborhood Talk. One of these, y'all know all of the Zeus Network shows come on Sundays. So all y'all will see up and down your timeline is a whole bunch of videos of bitches getting punched in the face. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like it. And I'm not saying that people, look, here they go, here, girl, look, ass cheeks caught in midair. That lady's ass cheeks was caught in midair. Okay? Look, the girls get all dressed up and look all pretty so that they can fight. Y'all still letting Jocelyn pimp y'all out on these TV shows so that y'all could start. Look. This is what I was talking about, y'all. Look at this shit. Baddies Africa. The screenshot, and I get it, y'all, because we all had, look at it. Look at that one. Look at that one. Oh my God. We all had our version of this shit when we were younger. But I'm sorry. I just have to say, I think it desensitizes everybody to violence and to abuse. The fact that y'all open y'all timelines and I'm not subscribed to Zeus, so I shouldn't even be seeing this shit. But the first thing Monday morning when I'm sliding through the timeline is seeing all of these women getting punched in the fucking face. And that's not to say that, whatever happened, it's just, oh my God, I'm just tired. We had Bad Girls Club, but even back then, I think Bad Girls Club had more story. This shit is made for y'all to gladiator fight each other and then be pimped out after. You can block it. I can? Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out how to block it on Instagram, child. Because y'all forget I do this for a living. So while I'm looking for stories that I actually want to talk about, I do have to still be subjected to watching these hoes fight. Like it is what it is. But I don't like what it says. I don't like what it says. And I also don't like what I feel like is really happening behind the scenes with a lot of those girls. I think, and I've been saying it since Jocelyn's Cabaret back when I used to review that dumb shit. The girls are trying to get off the streets, so they want to get on a reality show thinking that the reality show is going to help them get off the street. But what actually ends up happening is that they start getting tricked out from the reality show. And that might sometimes be even worse. They fighting. They, for no reason. It don't even be nothing that serious no more. And they fight so much more ruthlessly than they used to. Like the girls' wigs be teared off. Bitches with bald spots, missing teeth. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to see the young Black girls going through that type of bullshit when I know that they really doing it. Because not just for attention. Everybody doing shit for attention, yes. But I do think the girls that go on those shows are really at the heart of it, trying to get out of lesser circumstances and think that A reality show where you fighting like a fucking gladiator is going to like pull you up out of it. And it's too much sometimes, y'all. It is too much. I don't know. Like, to me, when I'm looking at it sometimes, y'all, I really be like, damn, because even back in the day, y'all, we had Jerry Springer and shit like that. And I'm talking about when I was growing up, because there was no Bad Girls Club when I was growing up. BGC happened in my college and adulthood. But like Jerry Springer and all of those shows were the shows where people fought. And even at some point, we felt like that shit wasn't real. What's happening on these reality shows, on these networks is different to me. It's different. And I think that it's worse. And I think that it's not a good look. And I think it's really scary. And they don't have anything to offset it. They don't have shows that teach them morals and teach them not to be bullies and teach them that words do fucking hurt. And like, they don't have any of that shit. When we was growing up, as much as we had Jerry Springer and WWE and all of that shit, we still had shows that were teaching us morals like Family Matters and, shit like that. We still had the shows with the music that's about to teach you a life lesson at the end of this episode, bitch. Like, it was a balance of, yeah, there's fucked up shit going on over here, but you know that that's not right. And there's a better way to be if you want to be a peaceful person. This is also over here. Like, we were given options, I feel like. And now I don't think anybody's really being given any options. It's just a whole bunch of negativity and weird shit going on. And then people flipping the fuck out whenever we say something about it. Where do I want to go next? Because there's so much to discuss, y'all. I'm trying not to stay stuck on one topic for too long, but y'all know how I love to pontificate. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this out the way. Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey, speaks out following the schmurder of her boyfriend, Atlanta rapper T Hood. The love of my life is gone. I didn't harm anyone or ask anyone to harm him. I didn't call a brother. How long has she been with this man? Because she's been looking sickly for a while. Do y'all remember when she was on the last time Kelsey was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I felt like, why does she look so thin? Why does she look so thin? The story here, before I even read anything, from what I heard, okay, I could be wrong, I don't know. Sounds like the boy was abusive to her. And people were saying, his sisters were saying that she called her brothers on him. And now he has been unalived and the brothers are in the wind. And the comments are turned off on the Frost Instagram page. Okay, so let's see. Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey Frost, is speaking out following the murder of her 33-year-old boyfriend, Atlanta rapper T Hood. According to TMZ, how old is she? The fuck? Why y'all put his age and not hers? According to TMZ, an investigation is underway. He was fatally shot following a dispute at his home. They claim a suspect has been arrested and is being interviewed by police. Although the motive is unclear, they're considering this a homicide. According to Kelsey's Instagram story, interesting allegations are being thrown around. In her post, she speaks on not contacting her family and specifically her brothers for help. She was adamant that she hadn't harmed anyone, nor has she asked anyone to harm him, but claims she is very hurt by the incident that occurred. According to Kelsey, she does not condone what took place. I don't care who's involved. She claims she's making the statement to defend herself after being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors, which y'all often do on the fucking internet. She said, first off, I've been advised not to speak up by plenty of parties, because y'all know she talks like that. I can't sit back and let this narrative being created go on. The love of my life is gone. The man I lay with and cuddle every single night is no longer here. So as I want to ask for respect and privacy, I won't, because I will always defend my baby. I don't condone this shit in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I am sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone. My brain is all over the place. This is a total nightmare, but I'm going to get this off. I don't even have time to grieve or say my respects in the right manner because I am defending myself, being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors. I'm not good at talking, but I would love to give insight and let the people who love him in to get understanding. I don't have the right words, but I want to keep trying while also respecting his family and loved ones. So please stop listening to people who weren't there. Listening to all of these rumors and conspiracy theories will get nobody anywhere, but just following a false narrative. I hate I have to even post this, but I won't let y'all bully me and put the blame on me, because that's what y'all like to do on the internet, girl. Making it seem like we weren't one. I ain't ever fathom, girl. Some of this language is so fucking ignorant. You sound like an abuse victim, but I'm gonna let you keep going because I don't know. But I mean, a nigga that looks dead in the eyes, I probably, like I don't have any hope that he's not doing anything that somebody said he did. I ain't ever fathom no shit like this. I love my man with my entire heart, sending me threats. I am grieving too. I am hurting too. I didn't harm anyone or ask anyone to harm him. I didn't call for anyone to come and help me. I didn't ask for this. I would never. So even if she was getting her ass beat, she's telling y'all that she didn't fight back and she didn't ask for help. So y'all can stop being mad at her about his death. That's wild. That's wild. And the community is not okay. Once again, the community. They're not okay, girl. I am grieving too. I am hurting too. I didn't harm anyone or ask anyone to harm him. I would never. My baby was still healing from being shot 3 times. Why was he shot 3 times? We handled our business in private. So you was getting beat in private. Okay. Because to me, a nigga that got shot 3 times and is just recovering from a shooting, that means that you're in some street shit to me. You're either in some street shit or you're emotionally reckless, or both. Which means if you are emotionally reckless and you can get into fights and scuffles and shit with other people, that definitely means that if you get mad at your girlfriend, you'll put your hands on her too. And her saying we handled our business in private makes me feel like, so you were getting beat. Is that what we're to understand? I am livid also. I didn't call my family for help. For one, I'm the only girl, and I know we would be right back together the same night, if anything. I don't involve my folks in our business. I didn't call a brother. I didn't call anyone but his mother. That's my baby. I don't care who's involved. I don't condone this. I am not okay. I feel sorry for her, but I also feel like the way y'all want to be in abusive relationships with these niggas will always, Lord, it will always send me into a just, I don't understand place. And I do understand, but I don't. Like, I just really don't. Oh wow. T Hood's sister accuses Kelsey Frost of setting him up. Says her brothers fatally shot him, cleaned up the scene, and went into hiding. If it's self-defense, you wouldn't run from the scene. You would stay because you did nothing wrong. Actually, people don't always respond like that. Like, Black Lives Matter should tell you that. People don't always run because they did something. Sometimes they run because they don't want to get hemmed up anyway. But anyway, Frost's case set my brother up. She had her brother shoot him. Like, okay, yeah, 5 times in the back, the stomach, child. How he got shot in all of them different places. But this is the sister saying that she set the brother up. She stated that he was leaving and her brother shot him and said, fuck her and him. Self-defense on what? Shut the fuck up if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. If someone is so-called beating you up in your house, why not call 911 to remove the person from the home? Bitch, the same way most Black women don't call the police on these niggas. The fuck is you talking about? I hate when y'all act obtuse. When you don't know that the rule of thumb is, like she said, you handle your shit in house. So even if you are getting your ass beat, you love that man more than yourself. So you're not going to call the police because the police might show up and beat his ass, take him to jail, or unalive the both of y'all. You never know what could happen when the police are involved. That's why Black people don't always call the police. I hate when y'all say that because y'all be the niggas that don't call the police. Oh my God. He lived there as well. And Kai Frost lives there as well, which is the brother. Why wait on someone to be shot, then call 911? Because somebody was shot. I know, girl, this is giving the sisters a slow and trying to make their narrative work. But I haven't listened to the audio. We'll get to it. And again, your brother already lived there in the house. Why wait on your older brother to come, then shoot him? Girl, what? And then shoot him together. When 911 could have been called from 3 p.m., you wait to 3-4 more hours, then call 911. You didn't even call 911. You had us call 911. So what are we talking about here, sis? please shut the fuck up and stop eating dick on this app. If this was a self-defense situation, why would the brother leave the house before the police arrived? And okay, so I understand what you're saying. You saying that the brothers did it. I'm saying, how you know she set them up? How you know she set him up? Maybe her brothers was coming over to the house. Maybe one brother called the other brother and he showed up. Like, what? Like, I feel like everybody need to get their ass off the internet if you don't know what really happened. And there's no weapons, just a shot person that was already dead at the scene. You took time to clean up, not call 911 because the 911 call came from Lithuania. Then you call. I mean, but she already said that. She said that. Okay, so T Hood's sister claims Kelsey did call her brother. His sister called him to the property to help. This is the other brother, the one who said his ankles hurt. He shot him also, but left the scene before. So everybody shot this man. Jesus Christ. And then here go the other brother. Get up off this app yapping if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's not towards that comments. That's for all the ignorant comments that know they don't even make sense. If it's self-defense, you wouldn't run from the scene. You would stay at the scene because you didn't. Like, I'm sorry, baby. That's not true. That's not true all the time. I get what you're saying, but that's not true all the time. All right. I'm tired of them with all of this. Where's the audio? All of this writing paragraphs and shit. Amazing Grace. Fine Kai Frost. Oh my God. Where's the audio? I know. Here it is. Is this it? No, that's not it. I saved it, y'all. Just give me a second. It's in here somewhere. Is this it? Yeah, here we go.
I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big gun. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. Fuck, I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big gun. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong.
So somebody was arrested, and they said somebody was arrested. So why are we acting like somebody's on the run?
It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tevin. They wouldn't. They supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like, I'm asking the same questions. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand.
Let's be real. If you love my brother like you say you do, why not tell your people at the police department what really happened? Your brother shot him while he was walking away, point blank, period. Say your truth like you say you want to do. Justice will be served regardless if you want to protect the facts or not. Sounds like you don't really know what happened, but that's fine if that's how you feel, girl. I'm not defending the Frost. I don't like when y'all create these narratives that will send a whole bunch of people to threaten somebody and y'all don't even know if it's true. Like, y'all remember what Nicki Minaj did with that rapper? What was that rapper that got shot at a breakfast spot in California, and y'all all blamed his baby mama because she posted something on her fucking stories? Like, people can't post on their stories and shit. Y'all blamed her. Y'all got online and attacked that lady all in the comments and was blaming her and shit. And then come to find out it was a setup from the beginning because the people that worked there knew who he was. PNB Rock. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, I don't really like when y'all automatically jump to blaming women for setting shit up as if niggas are not volatile. And it could have been a situation where the brothers came over there to talk, but niggas don't know how to talk without getting overly emotional and trying to kill each other over words. Okay. Why is it always somebody named Chelsea? Y'all so stupid. Child, if she's not charged too, it's giving the family is gonna be on some street justice shit. But why would she be charged if y'all can't prove that she called her brother over there because even if she did call her brother for help, that don't mean she told him to unalive the boy. So I'm really annoyed because it's like, so it sounds like he was beating her. And if she would have called the police, your fucking ass would have been mad that she called the police on your brother, because then you would have been saying he wasn't beating her. She called her brothers maybe to diffuse the situation, and instead, because niggas don't know how to diffuse situations, it pops off. That does not mean that she set him up. You don't have any information to say that she set him up. The only information you have is that one of her brothers is probably responsible. does not mean that she set him up. And for y'all to always be, oh, the woman set it up. I know women set shit up, y'all, but I don't think that's what's going on, because this girl sounds like somebody that's actually a DV victim. Like in the way she's writing about him, she sounds like a DV victim. When I saw her on, I don't know if she was with him at the time, but the way how frail she is, like Kelsey did not used to look like that. Okay. Kelsey did not used to look like that. Kelsey was not always that thin. But recently, I remember thinking to myself, damn, why does she look so thin? And usually it's because bitches are in abusive relationships. And saying she wrong for calling her brothers for help just so I don't want to speak ill of the dead. But to me, men that beat women are bitches. I don't know if that's your brother, but men who beat women are bitches. And y'all be wanting those women to be unalived before somebody does something to your brother that's beating on women. Cause like, I'm gonna just tell y'all, like, it used to be like this. Back when men actually cared about their family members and shit, a lot of niggas would come up missing because y'all didn't raise that nigga right and he putting his hands on a woman. That's y'all fault. In my opinion, when y'all raise these niggas and they go put their hands on a woman and then somebody in her family come and be like, we ain't about that shit, nigga come up missing or something, like, feel sorry for these niggas, man. Y'all wildin'. So that's what's going on with that. That's all. I think that's all we know so far about the situation. Let me see. T. Hood's family continues to demand justice and call out Rashida, Kirk Frost, and 2 sons while sharing alleged phone calls with Kelsey Frost following Atlanta rapper's murder. And to be honest, y'all, let's listen to what else is being posted. I never trust when people post shit that they didn't edit it and cut up.
I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron.
We were already at your house, me and my other sister. We seen and spoke to the police. They said the shooter was not found and he wasn't on the scene. Exactly. You pulled the alarm on the house and your family came faster than police. What are we lying for? The parents are hiding their son. Is this not a lead? Multiple stories. It's so many to post, but let's start here. Where you at? Your sister gave you up as soon as it happened. Frosted K admitting her brother killed Tevin Hood and he's literally in hiding. So why do you assume she set him up if she told on him as soon as the police came? I think y'all just want to make her the blame, because then it would be like the story, instead of, oh, Chelsea Frost set up my brother, it would be my brother was beating her ass and her brothers handled him. And then y'all don't like that because that's not a good hood nigga story, right?
Taking it to handcuffs. I told you that on the phone. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck brother or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tevin. They supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like, I'm asking the same questions. What I'm saying is, like,
okay, when can we get his things, Kay?
But I don't know. They maybe have to.
Mama D ain't shit. Using this as a way to promote that terrible ass song she just came out with. He deleted all his posts. With that tell y'all, lock that nigga up. He was never detained, never in custody. She said it's more to the story. Yeah, because obviously y'all lied. You didn't tell the truth. And honestly, I'm going to tell y'all right now, if she called her brother over there because that man was beating on her, I would not be mad at her for wanting to protect her brother for protecting her. I would not be mad at her for that, but I'm also not this nigga's family. But I also feel like, maybe y'all should like tell y'all brothers and the men in y'all family to stop putting their hands on women. Let's see. And if y'all know Frost, she's overly dramatic liar. She do shit and play dumb afterwards like she didn't do it. Every day since Tevin passed away, her story has changed. And if anybody know when somebody died in a homicide, anybody who was right there going to jail, if she told the police the truth, they would be. I'm trying to understand how they would have evidence that it happened and nobody got arrested. I don't know. It says somebody got arrested, so I don't know what's going on. My mom's only son, to you all reading this today, only birthday, and this is my mom's only son. I don't know what that means. In this today only birthday, I don't know. The one who helped me most. I'm supposed to be my brother's keeper, and I couldn't save him. My first friend. I'm always known for being T Hood little sister. What will I do without my brother? The Frost family is hiding the fact that their sons Kai and Kirk Frost both shot my brother together 5 times in his back. That is cowardly. If you knew Tevin, you knew he'd wear his heart on his sleeve. He was friendly, talented, motivational. Sound like he was beating his girlfriend, but okay. To all who knew what he was doing for real, we just our dad. We just our dad. What does that mean? Tevin would beat anybody 1-on-1, but Kai lost and went back for a gun is insane. Tevin, I'm sorry I couldn't save you, but I will forever love and live for you. I don't know why you think you're supposed to save a nigga from his own life, but okay. That's weird to me. We were supposed to be in Miami for my birthday next week. I'm not seeking revenge. No, you are seeking revenge. Like, you getting online and wrapping this in a Chelsea set it up thing is revenge, sis. Because we can ask for justice and say you think that I'm not defending the brothers. I'm not, because I really think that them Frost boys act like they all on something. They act like they may be. I don't know. I'm not saying this for a fact. Don't nobody come and sue me for shit. But the oldest one looks like a crackhead to me. And the youngest one looks like he don't have his head straight on either. And I believe I've seen his asshole on the internet before. Okay, I don't think it was AI back when we saw Kai's asshole on the internet. So once I see a young boy straight out of high school putting his asshole on the internet, I think that things have gone astray in his upbringing. So I'ma just go ahead and say that I think both of the brothers, I don't think they're okay in the head. Neither one of them. I don't think Kirk and Rashida were actually raising their children. I think they were too busy worrying about one another. I think they are the anti-sensitivity crowd, right? Y'all don't have no feelings. Y'all don't believe in therapy. Y'all think that nothing is wrong with y'all stoicism and y'all lack of emotion, and now y'all fucking kids are crazy. That's what it feel like to me. That's what it feel like to me. I love you. I love you so much. I can't. I wish you could understand. I don't want to fight again. I love you. I swear to God. Truthfully, I'm still in love. I don't want to admit it. You leaving for real. I don't know what posting this was supposed to mean. Like, like that doesn't mean what you're trying to make it mean, though, sis. I get it though. But yeah. So that, now y'all gonna try to make the nigga seem like he was the best thing since sliced bread. But I understand people grieving, and we don't all know what happened, because it may not have been all of that, but it may have been. It may have been, because more often than not, young men are abusive. That's how they're socialized. Yeah, child, his whole booty. So that's why I was just like, I don't think he's doing well. I don't think he's been doing well.
Now, don't pull me like that. I don't give a fuck. Don't pull me like that. My ankle fucked up. I can't even walk. We're trying to get information. Now, don't pull me like that. I don't.
How you saying he left the scene before police came and we seeing police lights? I'm confusion.
Give a fuck. Don't pull me like that. My ankle fucked up.
His sister called him to the property for help. I don't like the way y'all are framing this. I really don't. And look at the people in the comments. This why I don't call my brothers. I already know the outcome. I love my brothers entirely too much to ever put them in that situation. I understand what y'all mean, but I also feel like, stop saying that men are supposed to be protectors and providers if that's how y'all feel. If y'all feel like the men in your family are not supposed to like physically protect you from abusive men, then I feel like we need to stop calling them protectors and providers. And y'all can't be anti-police and then also, tell people that they just need to call the police. Y'all need to decide what side y'all gonna be on with some of these things, because y'all are all over the place. I don't know. Everyone talking about they not turning against their brother. I would never put mine in that situation, period. And I think I think it's crazy to keep negating that this girl might have been in an abusive situation, and it doesn't matter who she called, y'all was still gonna be mad at her. Her brothers came to her rescue over a man that was wiping the floor with her, and she on the phone talking about what she don't condone. That's because she's in an abusive relationship. Turning against your brother for someone who abused you ain't adding up to me. Why wouldn't it add up? This is how y'all be online and y'all just be talking and y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. People in abusive relationships do this all the time. They do it all the time. I said the same thing when y'all thought that, remember when the Jonathan Major situation happened, and because that girl was running behind him, that made y'all think that, oh, he couldn't possibly be abusive because she running behind him. Girl, the woman is a drug addict for the man once she's in an abusive relationship. So he could pop her in the fucking face and she's still gonna run after him. She still is, thank you, textbook. She's still gonna be like, but I love him. That's why she didn't call the police, because she thought her brothers was going to just kind of diffuse the situation. Calling the police probably would have been more severe in her mind than calling her brothers. So I don't listen. I feel like women need to get out of abusive relationships, but I also know how hard it is to do once you're in it. And I also know how women are groomed to be in abusive relationships when they watch their parents be ain't shit. I'm going to just leave y'all alone though. I'm gonna just leave y'all alone. I'm just glad that it's not going on at my house, girl. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I did save it. That's good. I didn't know that I didn't save it. Before we move on to something that's gonna piss everybody off, Simon Guobadia reportedly hit with over $200,000 attorney's lien on $7.3 million mansion awarded to Portia. Word on the street is Simon allegedly owes $200,000 to his divorce attorney. And guess where this lien landed? Yep, on that $7.3 million mansion that Portia won in the settlement. This is why she said that she didn't call the federale hood on him. She didn't call ICE on him, because this is not a good situation for him not to be in the States, because then she is liable for a lot of things because they're still married, I guess. Oh, Lord. She's living there rent-free. Another thing is, why do y'all always say, I don't know. I find certain language to be so annoying. Like, she's living there rent free. What's your fucking point? Who's she supposed to be paying rent to? They own the house. Who's she supposed to be? Like, they own the house. She got the house in a divorce. Who's she supposed to be paying rent to? But now the house is tangled in legal drama again. Simon's also supposed to pay her $40,000 a month in spousal support, plus $225,000 in her legal fees, and she keeps the Rolls Royce too. Sounds like everybody be so upset when women get money and financial gain out of marriages with old niggas, and I don't know why. The only reason anybody is fucking or marrying an old nigga is so that they can get money from it. What's wrong with y'all? Like, that's how it go, child. That's how it go. That's how it's supposed to go. Okay? When y'all stop hoarding the wealth in the community, we can have a different conversation. Now let's go here first. So Sha'Carri Richardson is taking accountability after losing her cool with her boyfriend Christian Coleman at the airport. I hate shit like this. Let me find the original video. I hate shit like this because y'all will always hit us with that double standard bullshit, as if double standards aren't happening all over the place every day, every second of every minute, especially on the goddamn internet, where y'all love and chase dick and be mad at women for breathing. So this is Sha'Carri and her dude at the airport. Now, everybody should know y'all can't do no physical shit at no airport, okay? People is watching. You can't do shit like this out in public. You need to learn how to control your anger. This man is trying to get away from you, and you hitting him and acting a fool and embarrassing y'all in this very public place. Now she pushing him, but I'm also wondering what he did, because I refuse to believe that he didn't do anything. Okay? Like, look at her, bitch. Why is you doing all of that? Why is you doing all of that? You embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing the both of y'all out here in public. Like, this is a shame. You need to control yourself. I swear, you bitches, you know, y'all be so angry. You're not supposed to do shit like that in public in front of TSA agents. What's wrong with you? All this pushing and shit. Now let's see her explanation for it. But I am going to tell y'all that the way y'all acted about this shit, as if, now maybe I missed it in a video, but I didn't see her punch him. I saw her pushing him. Maybe I missed the punch. But either way, she should apologize. She should never act like that in public again. But y'all are really going to act like it's the same thing as when a man is beating on a woman. And it's not. But okay, let's get into it.
It's Sha'Carri. And more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself, I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but get myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to run away, but not refuse to run, but I refuse to run away, but face everything that comes to me head on, because everything on the other side is greater, but you got to go through in order to get there. So I'm Sha'Carri, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and one love, much love.
Okay, so I was just talking good on her not too long ago, and then she got up here and embarrassed me. That's why you can't always be speaking nice on everybody. But I will say this. I don't think what happened between them was that bad. You just don't do shit like that in public. And I really don't like when you put your hands on each other when you upset. But I did do it when I was younger. I did put hands on people and people put hands on me. Okay? Now that I'm older, I don't live my life like that. I stopped living my life like that actually early on. But I just kind of feel like everybody is blowing this specific situation out of control. I do feel like she's sorry, because that's embarrassing. You got arrested behind that. She should feel like she should feel embarrassed. She should feel like next time I'm only gonna keep it inside. You need to learn how to wait until you get home to fight with somebody. And you need to learn how to keep your fucking hands to yourself. But the way motherfuckers is acting like, you know, she was beating this nigga's ass in the airport, child.
Like the fact that she acknowledged her behavior, but I just want the record to show it is a double standard. Because if a man did something like that in the airport and then turned around and just did a little video like that, y'all would be dragging him to hell crazy right now.
All the dick suckage on the Breakfast Club is just getting so tiring. I know y'all are like really, you know, y'all gonna lean into the male identified weird ass, you know, standpoint y'all normally have on things. But I'm like, this is why I got aggravated, y'all. This is why I got aggravated. Yeah, you know I think Sha'Carri's gay. But anyway, this is why I was aggravated with that. Because if a man were to be pushing a woman around in the airport, it would probably be making more of a scene because he would be physically bigger than her. So him pushing her would have been him pushing her all the way across the goddamn airport versus her barely being able to move his body when she was pushing him. He's also an athlete. Nobody's saying Sha'Carri is right, y'all. Nobody's saying that she should behave this way. But I really don't like when y'all do these fucking comparisons like men are not physically stronger. And if the actual dude were to be pushing her, it would have looked a lot worse, because it would have been a lot worse because he would have been much stronger than her pushing her. And she is little.
You wouldn't be on this radio sounding so understanding.
You would have lost everything
about the situation.
Yes.
Oh, please, gone.
We don't know what she might have lost behind the scenes. We have no idea. There was a video that came out. You saw it on video. We don't know.
If Lauren don't know, then somebody lying. Okay.
You gotta point that out.
And look, he's right. Gotta start holding women accountable just like men. She got arrested and then she apologized. When is it enough? What does accountability look like in this situation? Like, come on.
I'm just
every sponsorship would have jumped out the window and said we're no longer working with them.
But can we acknowledge that there is a double standard?
Yeah, there is a double
Okay.
standard, because I will say, when I saw the headline last weekend, for those of you guys who don't know what happened, just really quickly.
And it was a video.
Yes. So Sha'Carri and her boyfriend Christian Coleman, who's a sprinter, they were in an airport, and the authorities in the airport were called because they said, oh, there's a disturbance between these two people. Mm-hmm. In the video that was released after the story came out, you see Sha'Carri, he's trying to like get around her and almost like walk away from her, but she's like, she shoves him into a wall, then like she throws something. They said that it was headphones that she threw. So of course the police report was taken, and she was arrested and all the things. But yeah, I thought we were going to hear, sponsorship conversations and all that stuff as well. And then the next thing I saw was this video.
Mm-hmm.
I do acknowledge the double standard.
There is definitely a double standard, because y'all.
Is there?
Into a wall, then like she throws.
Is it a double standard? Is it a double standard? Hold up. I want to see something. Is it really a double standard? Do men really get punished so heavily when they put their hands on women? Is that right? Is that right? Hold up. Maybe I didn't save it when I thought I did. Where the fuck is Gervonta? Let me see. Is Gervonta up here? Because Gervonta got arrested for domestic violence and the charges were dropped. I can't, damn it. I thought I had saved it. Y'all, I thought I had saved big face ass Gervonta, because he always getting arrested. Because boxers in general, a lot of male boxers love beating their girlfriends too. It's like they don't get enough sparring in the ring. When they come home, they want to spar too. Damn, I'm so mad that now it's lost. But maybe it was It's On Site. Let's go to It's On Site right quick. We're going to come back. But I just, I want to use Gervonta Davis' domestic violence case dropped nearly 2 months after allegations involving mother of his children, which means nothing will happen to him. Nothing will happen to him. This is not his first time. This is not Gervonta's first time being accused of domestic violence. Guess what will happen? Nothing. Guess who was making a big uproar about it? Nobody. Nobody was nowhere talking about this story for real. You know why? Because DV is expected. DV is usual for most people. So I'm very there are so many NFL players, so many musicians. There are so many people that will put their hands on a woman and lose absolutely nothing. So that double standard bullshit that they were just talking about, yeah, that's why I can't really fuck with them no more. That's why I can't watch them like I used to watch them, because they're always going to say something that I believe is just so fucking ignorant. Just so fucking ignorant. My God, today. Thank y'all, Breakfast Club, for reminding us that at large, the Black community is not okay. And they have the mentality of people from the fucking 60s. Everybody's mentality and mindset is in the past. It is not in the future. It is not progressive. It's just not. It's just not. We just finished talking about a situation where it seemed like this man might have been putting his hands on this girl, and everybody, including her, are saying that it wasn't that big of a deal. And she wrong for calling for help. And she should have called the police, as if the police wouldn't have killed your fucking brother and you still would have blamed her. Or would that not have happened because y'all believe that he would have called, he would have bent the knee in front of the policeman, right? He wouldn't have had all of that extra shit with the policeman. That's why she should have called them. Oh, okay. I don't know, girl. I don't know where I want to go next, girl. I'm just trying to see where I want to go next. Well, yeah. Well, since we talked about the Breakfast Club and how much they work on my nerves, let's go ahead and go to the Ari Lennox situation that they started talking about again. And this is one, y'all. I'm like, why are we still talking about this?
If I had ill intent.
This was Ari Lennox's response to everybody berating her about it for, 2 weeks.
I would have came on here with a PowerPoint presentation that backs my claims on the types of jokes Martin used on Pam being wildly offensive. That will never be my intent or motive, but I will stand on business forever knowing them jokes was wild. And I don't say any of this with any desire to rewrite history. Those actors and actresses are legends, and I meant no harm to them. I don't need any army of people defending me or agreeing with me. That has
the fact that this girl had to come out with a written statement because y'all was dicked out about Martin is wild.
Always been a rare occurrence for me, but I feel amazing in knowing that I will validate myself and my feelings before I look to you for yours. I never was a fan of roasting, period, as I am a very sensitive, and I will for sure drag somebody to hell every time.
That's a contradiction.
Basically.
Well, it's not a contradiction, and that's the point that I feel like a lot of y'all have. It's like if somebody hits you and you hit them back, now everybody's like, see, you shouldn't have hit them back. You shouldn't have hit them back. You should have just let them beat your ass and been a full victim. And it takes me back to the civil rights movement, because I know y'all hate when we take shit deeper, but that was how the civil rights movement worked. With all of the work that was being done, Black people had to display being beat, having hoes run on them, having dogs bite them, and they had to just sit there with all of this self-control and take it, because that's the only way barbaric ass white people would see something wrong with attacking Black people with hoses and dogs and shit for sitting at a fucking counter. So now, as a whole, whenever we are being abused, we have to just lay there and take it in order to really be a victim. Because if you fight back, you're no longer a victim, right? If Pam cracks a joke back at Martin, it's no longer the abusive situation that everybody actually feels that it is. It's not that, because she popped back. Even though for us, it felt like, God damn, can we go through at least the first 5 minutes without you finding a reason to rag on Pam? And a lie at that. Not even a rag that's truthful.
I think what she's trying to say is that, well, I watched, she went live on Instagram.
If you say you're a fan of roasting, but no, if you say you're not a fan of roasting, but then say you will drag somebody to hell, that's a contradiction.
It's not a contradiction. It's not a contradiction. Ribbing and responding to disrespect are not the same thing, nigga. They're not like, it's not the same thing. What she said was not rude to anybody. Just because a lot of y'all were uncomfortable with it doesn't mean it was rude. It wasn't rude. Y'all's responses to her were rude. And so now she wants to pop back and be rude back. And now we're going to act like, see, you're doing the same thing that Martin was doing. You're doing the same thing that Martin was doing. No, she's not. She's actually doing the same thing that Pam was doing, which is why she identified with Pam, which is why she said from the beginning she didn't like the way they was talking about Pam. The fuck?
Yeah, but what she was trying to say was, because in the beginning she talked about like just people coming for her because she has an opinion, and she said everybody follows what the masses are saying online, so she's always going to defend herself because she feels like she's a sheep. She has her own opinion. People are always mad at her opinion.
She feels like she's a sheep.
Like basically she's outside of, like a unicorn. She's outside of.
Follow.
She don't. I'm about to say, did she say she was a sheep? Because that's not the right wording. I don't even need Lauren to further explain anything to me. I'm all right. I'm okay. I got it, love. Thank you, though. We appreciate your contribution. Let's move on. So I want to go to some white people news before we get to the Cardi and Samira situation, if y'all don't mind. So I'm playing this lady's video. Y'all see it at the top. He's so mid. Okay. I'm guessing that's how he's so mid. He's so mid. Okay. So this is just because I want us sometimes to see, because a lot of times, and I think I've seen it less than comments. Did she mean sacrificial lamb? Oh, might be. I don't know, child. I just know I don't need nobody else explaining nothing. I understood what the fuck Ari Lennox was talking about. And I also saw how y'all basically on the internet stoned her for an opinion that hurt y'all little sensitive capabilities because y'all nostalgize every fucking thing. So y'all can't hear the truth because you over there still living in La La Land about an old TV show. All right, girl, dicked out. So the reason why I won't bring this up, white people land, okay, is because I think the same thing be going on in black people land, and y'all always act like it just be black people. Oh, don't nobody tell they people down more than black people. I beg to differ.
Men's response to Brooke Shields, let's go. I look so much better than you at 70. Looking rough for 60 G's.
So just to be clear, these women are online making terrible comments to Brooke Shields saying that she looks bad. And these are the women that are making those comments.
She actually looks like a guy in drag in this video. Wow.
It's how often what people say online is an actual projection. Because
she looks so much older than 60. Is it the eyebrows?
I can tell that you were always trying to get her eyebrows. You coveted her eyebrows like a lot of people did because your attempt to draw yours on. Tell us that's a space that you don't feel that confident in. Child, older ladies love to cartoonishly draw on eyebrows, child.
Is that Bruce Caitlyn Jenner?
Now, this is somebody's black or biracial mama saying that Brooke Shields looks like a man, looks like Bruce Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, you're not a bad looking woman and all of that, but are y'all okay? Y'all are not. This is what I'm talking about. People just get online and just start saying crazy shit, which is just like all of their negative emotions being spit up online. That's all they're doing.
Wow, she looks older than her years. No plastic surgery, lol.
Santa Claus's white wife.
She also had this old picture of herself.
Oh, damn. Just to show that even if we go back to when Brooke Shields was young and hot, you still weren't. My God, damn, that fucking mullet is serious. That mullet is serious.
Like, thought it was Caitlyn Jenner, lol.
Wow. What is with all of these lesbians? Let me tell y'all something. Just like in the black community. Because listen, I'm really starting to realize that gay people and straight people like being together. Like they like being married to one another, it seems like, right? Because there's a topic of conversation on TikTok about how many older white women are lesbians married to like their husbands, but they really love their husbands. They're going to go up for their husbands, right? But they're obviously lesbians. And so to me, I feel like they're lying to themselves about it because they start to look like a butch lesbian. And then they're talking about another woman who they probably want to fuck. Oh, she looks like a man. Does she? Does she, Barbara? Does she?
Yikes, not aging well.
Oh, not aging well. Yikes. Yikey dikey.
I thought it was a man.
Not I thought it was a man. I don't like when women do that to other women. I don't like when women call other women men. I don't like when y'all do that.
Looks like a guy in drag.
Looks like a guy in drag. You got some good hair, sis, but that's all I'm going to say. But that could be applied to you is what I'm going to say.
OMG, 60 and she looks 70. OMG, I'm 62 and I look 45 and I'm poor, no surgery.
Oh no. I can't wait to see what she looks like. She says she looks 45.
No Botox, only the good habits and no stress. Try to eat healthy, but the most important thing is music. I listen to music, it makes me feel good and happy, and that is medicine to my body, specifically meringue.
I need a better picture of this lady. She probably don't have no. See, it always be them hoes that's got like a dog or a beach or some shit as they Abby that won't be in the fucking comments talking about people like they look good. And it's like, that's what I was saying about a lot of people like that's calling motherfuckers sensitive. Bitch, if I was to start ribbing you the way you would cry about it, the way I would make you feel bad about things you used to think were a positive about yourself, I have been known to rib people, and it's the tone of what I said, not actually what I said. Oh, you think you fine, huh? You might be, but your ass still ain't shit. Child, listen. You got to know how to rib people from a place of honesty. Mostly being honest with yourself. Bitch, what is that crack between those two teeth right there? What is that? I know you're not on the line telling us about how you look 45. Oh, my God. Your teeth don't look for.
Women's response to Brooke Shields.
Y'all look at Brooke. Brooke looks good for her
Let's
age.
go.
But the way y'all handle women when they age is terrible. The other women that look just as old, women that look just as masculine, women that look just as gay, like really be online tearing into another woman. And do you know where that comes from? From them feeling that way within themselves. And yes, and that's my type of roasting, honesty. No, I like to roast. If I'm going to roast you, bitch, it's going to be from an honest place. And, you know, if I don't have no information on you, I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to find a way, bitch. But it's not going to come from no lie. And another thing is just, I feel like as a woman, I'm not about to start fucking with somebody that wasn't fucking with me first. You know what I'm saying? So all of this, like just randomly ribbing people and talking about their body out of nowhere, that's some weird bitch shit to me. That's weird. Now, when you start talking shit, now I'm going to get in your ass. Because, yeah, I know how to do it, but I use my powers for good, not for evil. And I think if you good at ribbing, you should only be ribbing people that started out ribbing somebody else and they ass had no room to talk from the very beginning. That's why I like the rib, like Trick Daddy and them, because you have no fucking right to rib anybody, bitch. So please let me help you see how you have no right to rib anybody, bitch. Are you serious? Yeah, like that's where I'm at with it, y'all. But I'm not like randomly, oh, that bitch look hard. Like, what the fuck? Like, chill out, man. Grow up, hoes. Grow up. So let's get into the Cardi B Samira situation, because I already talked about
Cardi B, you don't give a fuck. Oh my God.
I already talked about the Cardi B situation, and I told y'all that I feel like Cardi B did not really mean any harm by what she said, and that I can't even really judge her for the fat comment, because I myself, like I said, when I start ribbing somebody, I'm going for it all. And I know that most people are sensitive about their weight. So yeah, if I'm about to go in on you, which I feel like if I go in on you, you deserve it, but that's me. Either way, I can't really be mad at Cardi B for making fat comments or fat jokes, because I do the same thing. That would be hypocritical of me, bitch. That would be hypocritical, Charlemagne, for me to be upset personally about something that I also do. That is hypocritical, bitch. Okay? But at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with apologizing or saying, all right, you know I got to do better, y'all, and then just move off of it. There's no reason to get defensive when what you said could have been perceived fucked up by somebody that wasn't watching you in that live. And you know, when your shit go public, like y'all felt with Ari Lennox, if it's public, now we can all talk about it. Okay, cool. But there is a level of, I don't give a fuck about fat people. Nobody gives a fuck about fat people. So I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, because y'all not about to bully me about fat people. Because in general, everybody's fat phobic. Like that. That's how I be, child. That's how I felt when y'all got mad at me about colorism. That's y'all mad because most of y'all colorists. That's why.
So I have like a whole bunch of people crying, talking about I'm fat phobic and stuff, because I don't know, on Twitter it was like a joke between me and my fans on like, damn, you fat motherfuckers, why y'all bought all the 3 eggs that fast?
Yes, it was a joke. It was not meant to actually hurt anybody's feelings. But the words we use do be hurting people's feelings sometimes. And that's okay too.
It was an innocent.
Like, it's not okay, but you know it's okay. It's okay. It happens. We can be like, my bad, bitch. I ain't mean it like that.
Joke between me and my fans. But anyways, it's not that serious. And especially when it comes to me, I make fun of everybody. I don't give a fuck if you're fat, skinny, BBL down, got big feet, got small feet, whatever. As long as you don't stink. You know what I'm saying?
What, girl, what? I can make fun of you about anything. I can make fun of you about anything as long as you don't stink. What the fuck does that mean? I don't think it was malicious, but I do think we need to talk about the community and how the community is not okay. There is a level of normalizing making fun of each other, right? And I'm not saying that every instance of us making fun of each other is some deep thing. I'm really not saying that because I make fun of people too. So I'm not saying that, y'all. But I do feel like there's something to be said for you. Like, I make fun of everybody. I make fun of my kids. I make fun of my mom. Like, you make fun of your kids, bitch. Aren't they some toddlers? like I'm just, it's just an observation, girl. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I will say, yes, somebody just said it in the comments. We rib each other, y'all. I get it. But when a person like shows you in a way that they've had to change themselves, that them being ribbed over time made them feel bad about themselves, and then they go and get all this surgery to change themselves, to me, what that translates to is that you are very sensitive your fucking self. You just don't want to be held accountable for this because you think you don't have to be. Because again, who the fuck cares about fat people, right? Like, I'm just saying, that's how people be feeling. Y'all don't give a fuck about these people. So you think it's okay to say anything. And then if they feelings hurt, then that's on them, right? Cool, fine. People also have a right to then not support you after. And that's another thing y'all don't seem to understand. Everybody can express how they feel, y'all. Y'all can be mad that some of us are talking about these things and then you call us sensitive, which is really you being sensitive, which is funny as fuck. And then somebody that obviously was extremely sensitive because you had to change so much about yourself in order to feel good. All of those comments that people made about you when you was growing up, ribbing you for your teeth, ribbing you for your nose, ribbing you for not having a fat ass when you was younger and all of that, all of those ribs and jokes actually made you feel bad. And so when you got the money, you went and got surgery to fix all of those things. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't have. I'm telling you that at the end of the day, you sensitive too, bitch.
I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It's never that serious. Like, don't cry about it. Listen, people make fun of my BBL all the time.
Because it was a bad decision. I also don't like the way y'all talk about people being fat and then people having a BBL like that's the same thing or something like that. You being made fun of for surgery that you did to yourself and y'all making fun of somebody because they fat, I don't think are the same thing. I just don't. Because I feel like sometimes there's nothing you can do about being fat. You don't know why people are fat sometimes. And sometimes there's no amount of not eating or working out that's going to help why some people hormonally gain weight and all of these things. You chose to go and get a fat surgery that could have fucking killed you because you cared more about the validation of bummy ass niggas in a strip club.
If we're gonna be using these phobic words and everything, then I'm gonna do a BBL phobic word because I get fun of more of having a BBL than you probably may get fun of being big.
That's not true at all. And that's insane for you to even say that. And that's the fucking problem. We can say that what she said initially is not that big of a deal, but the way she is trying to explain it away is where the issue is coming in. You could have just said, bitch, my bad, I'm sorry. But now you comparing it to your BBL. Now you saying that you get made fun of more for your BBL than fat people do for being fat, bitch, that's delusional. The reason why you have a BBL is because people are being made fun of for being fat or not having a body type that they feel like is desirable. It's about not having a desirable like body type, girl. That's what it's about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, I'm not nothing. My fans didn't feel offended. My fans were actually making the jokes with me about themselves.
Yes, because people have internalized this shit. That's why whenever somebody says, oh, I'm like this and I don't care, I'm sorry. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck that your feelings aren't hurt. We're not talking specifically and only to you. So yes, it's great that your feelings aren't hurt, but somebody's feelings was hurt. And guess what? If they want to not support her after this, that's their prerogative. You can say whatever you want to say. There are going to be consequences, right? And to me, if people don't want to fuck with you no more, that's the consequence. And you could not give a fuck about that. That's fine too. But why ostracize a whole audience of people? And it may not be a whole audience of people, but please understand that your fans at large are going to back you up because they're your fans. Exactly. They're going to agree with anything you, the artist, say. And that's why I feel like a lot of artists don't understand parasocial relationships and fandom. You really have to understand how a person is not going to be honest. You've already groomed them by being who you are. And a lot of people don't want to deal with that. That's why you have to be very careful about the type of energy you have. Because when you are famous and a whole bunch of people follow you, there's a grooming that has already taken place that those people don't want to upset you. They don't want to go against you. And they are going to back you up because of how they feel about you. You can't use that as a barometer for whether you was wrong or not, or whether you was fucked up or not. And another thing, it wasn't happening in for only fans, for my fans. Like, it wasn't happening in a setting where it was only your fans. You were on Twitter. So that means people that are not fans of you that heard you say that was going to click that shit and take it to the internet. And I really do feel like if it really wasn't that big a deal, like Cardi says, it could have been a damn, y'all. My bad. I ain't mean it like that. I'm sorry. My bad. I apologize. Then when some Samira chick came up with the books and all of that, it's like, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll check out the audio book because my ass don't like reading. I'll check it out. Because y'all know, like, I really didn't mean no harm. I'm for everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to get over it without you getting defensive and then starting to compare your own issues as if we're now having an oppression Olympics. Like, you don't have a right to feel away because I don't have a right to feel away. When people make fun of me for my BBL, I have to just get over it. But the truth of the matter is you don't. You get on the internet and argue with people all fucking day screaming into your cell phone, not coming out with music.
Shut the fuck up. That should not be joked about. Especially
up. Ah, damn, shut up already. Like, it's not that serious. Not everything is revolutionary. Not everything has to have a crazy outrage. I already did a video. I told you it's not that serious. Like, what do you want me to do? Get on my fucking knees and apologize? I'm not apologizing for a fucking jokey joke. That it wasn't even about you. It was something about me and my fans. Like, that's it. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. I'm not getting on my knees. No, I'm not reading a book. No, I'm not nothing. You see, like, sometimes when people are being genuine, y'all don't like when people are being genuine. Because I genuinely did a video like, hey, it's not that serious. I make fun of everybody.
No, but you don't understand the condescension in telling another person that it's not that serious. So when y'all say it's not that serious, you are automatically telling the person that feels away, your feelings don't matter. That is not, like, it's genuine to how you feel, but it's not genuinely giving a fuck about that person's feelings. The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, I even make fun of myself. I don't really care if you skinny, if you big, if you that, you this. I always use anybody as the butt of the joke, like, all the time. Like, he ain't never to hurt nobody. Like, it's like,
what do y'all think Jonesing does? Like, what do y'all think it does? Like, to some extent, yes, you might get a joke out of it. But are y'all gonna act like Jonesing on people doesn't hurt their feelings?
People make fun of me all the time. I got to the point that I don't even care anymore, because
you got to the point that you don't even care anymore, because at some point you cared, correct?
It's like, who cares? Love yourself. If you concern with yourself, shut the. You don't give a fuck what anybody gotta say. Like, it's like what? Like, if you're part of my family, bitch, you will be crying. You will be crying. They make fun of everything and everybody. Like, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so y'all know, like, family reunion numbers are down. I know y'all like to feel like none of this shit mattered, but it sounds like to me, y'all talk about each other real bad, and then y'all think that's okay. But there are some people that don't want to be around people that talk about them real bad. Like, and then you saying that you would be crying if you was in my family. So that means that the people in your family know what they're doing, and their feelings are sometimes hurt, but they're being bullied into acting like their feelings aren't hurt. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you know, I just hit you and then I tell you, hey, you better stop crying before I give you something else to cry about. I'll never forget, like, when I was a kid, You know, a motherfucker would give you something to cry about. You start crying and then they tell you, hey, you better stop before I give you something to cry about. Bitch, are you slow or what? I'm just saying, y'all, some of the things that your very smart parents have said to you has been some of the dumbest shit when you actually look back on it. I'm already crying. What do you mean you're going to give me something to cry about? That already happened. That's why I'm crying. What the fuck? Community is not okay. Community is not okay. What is wrong with everybody?
And then it's like when you push, it makes people remember, like, you know what? Eat one.
Because you really don't care anyway. And you're not being genuine if that's all it takes.
Eat one. Like, it's like, no, it's not good enough. No, it's not this. You want a fake apology? You want a fake I'm sorry? You want a fake kissing ass? You want a fucking fake gift basket? Girl, like, calm down. Calm your pussy. Now you pissing me the fuck off. Now you're gonna make me really say some rude shit for no reason. Or because
somebody gonna make you say some shit. Okay.
Did a video.
There's a lack of self-awareness, self-accountability. It's just a lot of lack of self-understanding.
I explained it. I'm not giving you a fake apology. I'm not getting on fake on my knees. I'm not fake doing nothing.
I don't think anybody's really asking you to do that, but I get feeling that way. But I often feel like y'all don't understand the balance of life. Y'all are extreme. So it's either I'm dick riding or I hate you. There's no in between. That's how everybody act. And it's weird.
That's the reason why y'all be expecting too much. I'm not your mom. I'm not nothing. You don't give a fuck.
I'm not nothing. Y'all be expecting too much. That's a word.
Nothing. My fans didn't feel offended. My fans were actually making the jokes with me about themselves.
Okay. So this is what Samira said about it.
One more
Hold up.
thing. Even though you guys have taken this opportunity to drag me, talk shit about my body, talk shit about everything about me from head to toe, to the way I talk, to the way everything. Don't do that to that girl. Don't be in the comments making fun of that girl. Don't be in the comments trying to make her feel bad about how she look or whatever the crap.
Because it's going to make her point. It's going to make her point. That's why. That's really why you do. Because then it turns into exactly what you said you didn't want it to be. You said it wasn't a big deal. Then why when she says something, everybody start going for that girl body? Now you get online like, even though y'all talking about me, don't do that to her.
Because I personally don't like that. I don't like that mean shit. As much as I think I mean, I don't like that mean shit. I really don't like that.
See, sis, you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy because honestly, Cardi, I do believe that you want to be better. I just think you're not seeking out proper channels to get to that level. And it is, yes, it is giving childish. It is giving immature. And you are like 30 years old with 3 kids. And I just think you should go to therapy and you should learn how to deal with the things that truthfully hurt you so that you could get past them. Because the way you internalize shit and then act like you so hard and ain't nothing bothering you when it's obvious that some of these things actually do bother you. Because almost every time we see you, you in the bed in the dark room some fucking where with a bonnet on. It's giving life be sad a little bit sometimes. Not all the time. You know, we saw you pop outside. We all be inside, girl. But you do give, you know, depressive point. I'm in the bed.
So stop. Because that doesn't make me feel better. It really, really don't.
Because it makes her point. That's why.
And I just want to tell y'all to just stop. And that's one more.
The first comment, that's a big one. We know that's from Friday, right? Big titty, tall mama talking about somebody big. Hilarious.
That I have to remind you of this, but just because someone else makes a joke doesn't mean you have to make it too. You know that, right?
Girl, people make fun of my BBL every day. I was talking to my fans who was making fun of the same thing. Like, it's not that serious.
And also, maybe the reason why people feel so comfortable making fun of your BBL is because you do not command the respect that you so seek. Maybe if you stop using fat people at the expense of jokes, then people wouldn't do the same for your BBL. No, they shouldn't be making fun of your BBL. But also, no, you shouldn't be making fun of fat people. And neither should they. But if you are going to sit here and still say it's not that serious and offer a cupcake in the camera to anybody who is so upset by it.
I missed that part.
Well, I'm going to offer you a few books.
So you offered her a cupcake. I must have missed that part. And so Samara came with some books
that I recommend for you to understand why fat phobia is something so serious.
Which I don't understand. Why is that hard for y'all to understand anyway? I don't understand. Like, if we being real, you could be all hard and, oh, it's not funny. And, you know, oh, everybody being so sensitive. But in real life, we walk around hating our fucking bodies. America is a place that loves skinny people, no matter how unhealthy skinny people are. And we hate our bodies, and we have body dysmorphia, and hoes go get weird ass surgeries so that they can look like cartoon characters because they hate their body. And it all started from childhood with jokes. But yeah, come on, let's keep acting like, you know, it's not that deep. Okay, girl. Okay, girl, sucking your can't fucking breathe because you in a waist trainer. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, okay. I know. Girl, we know. Y'all don't care about body image. Y'all don't care about weight. Y'all don't care about none of that. Willing to die for surgery, bitch. Okay. It's not that serious, even though you can't feel comfortable in your body unless you feel confident about it. Okay, girl. And if you don't like yourself, then you don't like nobody else. But okay, girl. Okay, girl.
And something that should not be taken lightly. And Cardi B, something that should not be joked about, especially by someone as powerful as you. You are powerful. You are talented. And I am happy that your 3XL merch sold out. I am happy that you now see that you have fat fans. But if you would like to keep those fat fans, please consider unlearning fat phobia and standing up for them instead of standing against them.
And stop saying that they making fun of themselves, so that makes it okay. Child, self-deprecation never makes anybody feel good. I know, I ain't gonna lie. Those look like some real interesting books that I might have to go pick up my damn self because I want to, you know, hear what the people are saying. So was this Cardi's response to shut the fuck up? Oh, okay.
And one more thing. Even though you guys have taken this out,
because it makes you feel uncomfortable that somebody is telling you that you wrong in a way that makes you feel like, you know, oh, y'all taking it too serious. Because a lot of y'all don't like to be reprimanded for behavior that's actually really childish. Y'all don't like to be reprimanded for childish, ignorant, immature behavior as adults. Y'all really don't. And I get it. I don't like being told shit neither. But you know, I do feel like as adults, we should have a certain level of decorum and we should understand certain things, and words do hurt and people do grow up to hate themselves because of body image issues. So to act like it's not that deep is a crass overstatement that just continues to prolong the problem that we're having here. I do feel like people don't get teased as much in other places. Like if you go to other countries, like the socialization is different. People may not get teased about the same things in the same way as we do here in America, meaning they may not have the same body image issues, which means walking around, they don't feel like, oh my God, my back big. That means I'm unattractive. As if niggas don't, you know, because a lot of the times all of the girls care about is if a nigga want them. And niggas will always want you. Like, but you will make yourself feel bad about your body. You know what I mean? Like even me myself, like no matter how much I work out, I'm always still kind of looking at my body like something's wrong with it. I feel like we all do that. And so to me, you know, if somebody says, I think we should overall start to be a little bit more conscious of how the things we say affect how everybody feels about their bodies, which we then end up bearing the brunt of anyway as Black women. Like you make fun of a woman body and then watch some stupid ass nigga take what you said and then go say it to a woman, and you're gonna be like, see nigga, I wasn't talking to you. This was me and her talking. I didn't want you to jump in, but you kind of, you know, you said it in open company. So you got to be careful. That's all. I don't care for the oversized trend unless it's a jacket or a tee to sleep. But for sure, they make oversized clothes for everybody since it became popular again. Y'all know I love me some oversized clothes. And I've been liking it since the 90s. Okay? Because I don't want to always be having something close on my body. It's fucking hot. Okay? It's uncomfortable. I don't always want shit to be touching me. Okay? Anyway, I think I'm a little neurodivergent. let's get into some Cheyenne Bryant's shit, okay? Because I'm low key tired of seeing her, and I feel like I don't know what type of credentials she has, but I just need to go to school and get my credentials. If all it take is for a bitch to get up here and start saying words y'all ain't never heard before, for y'all to think that they so smart. Let me.
I wonder, is it more of a are we more critical because you're a woman and you're in this space and you're single, or is that just how it is in terms of like what you do and how you correct some of these men that are not low functioning. Low functioning. Okay, yeah. How do you handle that when people, especially I was looking up articles and I seen like Dr. Umar talking about you because you're single. I seen other notables or celebs saying things. How do you handle that kind of stuff? And does it ever bother you? What do you say to that?
Well, so I don't handle it. That's their stuff. I feel like in order for them to have an opinion, they had to watch a video. And my intention is to have as many people watch my videos, watch my lecturing, come to my shows, come to my speaking events, not for the numbers or for the money, but so that they can get the commitment I made to God years ago. They can get the principles. They can get a tool. They can get a life-changing moment. They can hear something that shifts in them. And if that takes me to be disliked for that purpose to deliver, I don't give a fuck.
Meanwhile, Umar single too and lives in his car. But y'all listen to that nigga. And that just goes to show that a woman can be cleaned up, well-dressed, live a life worthy of living, and y'all will not want to listen to her. Now, y'all know I don't agree with everything this woman says, but we talking about in the men versus women situation where we have all these grifters online, and y'all will listen to Umar, y'all will listen to Kevin Samuels, all niggas that are not living the shit that they talk, meaning that financially they're not like high value, and they're always talking about how women are low value. Nigga, you don't have anything. What are you talking about? Y'all deadbeat dads that don't have shit to show for it online, talking to a whole bunch of niggas that never had daddies about how they should act with women. Meanwhile, fucking overweight Latina lady that it seems as if you might have died on top of. How did he die? While he was on top of me. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's terrible. It's the color purple. It's the color purple, bitch. I'm sorry. Let me let her finish.
In addition to that, society teaches us that if we come and propose that, look, we're broken, especially within the Black community, right? We're broken and we've made bad decisions and we are horrible people. And look at me, I'm a victim and I'm scarred and I'm a single mother and I've done all these miserable things. Mm-hmm. And it's, let's tee that person up, right? Because that person, one or two things, is not showing and making me look at my own downfalls, because they're allowing me to see how fucked up their life is, which allows that person to do what? Tee their bad decisions up. And that person is the person that people seem to like more, not like in the sense of like want to hang with, but the likeliness when it comes to public figures, because they see brokenness in that person. And they're able to say, okay, well, this person's a victim. And so, it makes us feel better that someone else is a victim. It makes us feel better that someone else has made bad decisions. But when you get somebody like myself, who stands vertical in who they are, who stands on their square and says, look, no, I'm not perfect, but I made some damn good decisions. I was a little girl who was.
She's not lying right here, y'all. She is not lying right here. Because I feel like sometimes this is how people be responding to me. And I'm talking about in real life, not even just online. I think in real life, I've had people respond to me like this. They're mad at me because I made good decisions and they made bad decisions. And I'm the reminder that they could have made better decisions. It's not my fucking fault, bitch. I didn't always make good decisions either. Why are you judging me?
Born and created and is a product of the hood. And I beat every single statistic. I'm not a baby mama. I'm not a college or high school dropout. I went from the hood to the hills. I take care of my parents. I live in a multi-million-dollar home. I don't have a car note to multiple, luxury vehicles. I don't need to name them, but luxury vehicles. I vacation when I want to. I have a support system. I have a mom who loves the hell out of me. My parents ate, slept, and shit me. We weren't perfect, but we damn good over here. And I came from the gutter and I made something out of it. And my soil was toxic. And now God has given me houses I didn't build and vineyards I didn't grow. People have a problem with that.
I wonder.
They do. They do, girl. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They do, girl. They do. They be big mad, girl. They be big mad. They be big mad. Okay, hold up. Now I want to go back because I think there was another clip about her that went viral that I wanted to talk about. This one.
I want to back it up a little bit because I want to make sure I comprehended or understood you correctly. So you're saying that you got pregnant when you were a teen. Is that what you're saying? Okay. And your family supported your, or you all together decided that you were going to have an abortion?
Well, all the women in my family, my mom and grandmother said, keep it, keep it, keep it.
And that's another thing. Y'all know I don't agree with that single mom shit. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a single mom. I don't think men need to always be in the household, to be honest. And I don't think men are always necessary to raise children. I don't. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't. I know people be mad at me, but I like to think about it like this. Once a man has put his sperm in a woman's body, like he could be there or he could not be there. Like, it really is more so to me dependent upon the woman than it is the man. Like, that's just the way it is because the women have the baby. So the women are automatically made to be more responsible for children than men. And I feel like y'all don't need to be having children the way y'all have children, like in society, like period. Not just single moms, people that's married, them evangelical white people that's over there having all of them weird ass retarded children. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. I'm sorry. But y'all know what I mean. People like to fuck their family members to keep wealth inside of white families. And then they will keep procreating and having all of these children that's not quite right. And it's because they're doing it sometimes incestually. There is a thing about wanting to have all of these fucking kids all the time. Like, there is a thing across all cultures of people thinking that they need to just be having as many kids as possible. And I just don't agree with that.
Right. My mom was a teenage mama with me, right? Yep. So I was repeating the cycle. Okay. My father said, hell no. Me and your mom had you we got pregnant at 15 and 16. We had you at 16, 17 years old. Not doing it. I went with who? The head, my dad. He said, you hate me now, but you'll thank me later. I didn't hate him then, but he's
not the head, girl. You mean the nigga that was just getting out of jail, girl? Shut up. Like, that's the shit I can't deal with her. Shut up.
Right. Sophomore year, I think it was in college. I called him and I said, thank you, daddy. He said, for what? I said, for being a dad and for making that executive decision for me, because you're right. I am going crazy in my career. I'm taking 26 units a semester. And guess what? As a single mama, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And guess what? You're right. The guy that I got pregnant with, who was my high school boyfriend, my high school sweetheart, we were in a real relationship, girl. We went to Uniformal together. We was all in love. Great guy. But guess what? We wouldn't have been together. And
right.
So Daddy told me in hindsight, from having insight based on experience that gives you wisdom, he was right. And I wrote on that and I took his guidance and I allowed him to lead me. And when a man can lead you right, you're in.
But that's your fucking daddy, bitch. Your daddy is supposed to be a leader. Your daddy is supposed to lead you. Had that nigga been leading you, maybe the nigga would have told you to keep the baby. And a lot of the times I feel like women do give bad advice on these things because of the way they've been shamed about their choices.
And up in the promised land, not the wilderness. So he avoided my wilderness, prevented my wilderness. And now I'm telling you, I'm in the fucking promised land. I am in the promised land. Hey, what is it? I don't know, 30 years later, 20 something years later from that decision.
Just because you had an abortion doesn't mean you weren't a statistic. There is a statistic for teen women that get pregnant and keep the babies, and teen young women that, I don't mean to say teen women because teens are children. Y'all know what I'm saying. I don't mean to say it like that. But there is a statistic that teens who get pregnant keep them, and teens who get pregnant that don't keep them. You are still a statistic. You still got fucked and got pregnant. Just so we're clear. So the judgment of women that did not have the father to tell them to have an abortion, instead they had the father and the mother that said, oh no, you laid down and had a baby, now you're going to take care of that baby.
Because I had a father. And this is why
He act like a father would not tell his daughter to have a baby out of religious obligation or, just period. Y'all act like men, like girl, yes, her daddy was a drug dealer that went to prison and her mama was a drug addict that seemingly got on the drugs from the fucking daddy. And every time she turn around, she won't be up here acting like her daddy was the next best thing since Jesus Christ.
Freaking yell from a mountaintop how important fathers are in our life. A girl is what her daddy makes her, and a man is what his mama makes him, period, when it comes to relationships.
Okay.
And fathers are important. And so when I talk about broken homes and broken families, yes, it pisses me off because we got to do better. And moms are.
Yes. And I don't think the answer is to consider homes broken simply because a wayward nigga is not there.
Are obviously important, but
not women are obviously. You think the moms are important, bitch? You think?
Fathers have a different logic that couples with the mom's love and nurturing. That
see, no. Let's start right there, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's talk about it. Men and women are socialized to think a certain way. Yes, women are nurturing because they physically have a physical bond hormonal attachment to children. However, women can be socialized to recognize those feelings and know when they have to detach so that their child can learn how to fend for themselves. Women can be taught how to emotionally detach from their children so that their children can figure out how to take care of themselves at some point. They can. They're not taught to. Y'all want women to lean into this overly emotional, sensitive bullshit because that's the only way she's going to be overly emotional and sensitive with a grown-ass man and treat him like a baby, as if she's so far gone in her mind about the way she sees men or children, because sometimes they're put in the same box. Her mindset can actually be socialized just like men's mindsets can be socialized. A woman doesn't always have to fall victim to how she physically feels like she needs to save the children and all of that. And what I mean is that there are a lot of mothers that I think they over nurture, and it's a way to keep the child from actually reaping what they sow and learning from their own experiences. It's not really a good way to parent all the time because men don't have the same emotional connection to the children. They might be able to say, hey, take your hands off of it and let him figure it out for himself. But they are also known to do so much more on the side of neglect. So yeah, they definitely will be like, hey, you need to like take your hands off a little bit, but they will also run off and take their hands off completely, never to be seen or heard of again. So everybody, it needs to learn how to balance the fuck out. And if a mother can be balanced, then a father can be balanced. And if both people can be balanced, then the children will be better. They don't have to be together in order to give the children a balanced life. Women can learn how to say, I need to let you learn from your own mistakes at some point, even though I'm the mother. And men can say, wait a minute, she still needs my parenting. So I'm not going to fully just take my hands off right now. I'm still going to be a parent. I'm just going to learn how to parent in a different manner because now my child requires something different. And a lot of mothers like to see their children, well, you're always going to be my baby. And that's all cute and everything. And everybody loves the fact that they mama going to always love them. But treating them as if they are always a baby is a problem. And if women were socialized to understand that you have to find a balance as a mother between coddling and neglecting, you have to find a balance for that within yourself, because you are not going to always have some nigga that's going to give you that balance. So the mother should be the one that has that balance first and foremost, because she's the one that generally is going to be solely responsible for the life of that child at one point or another, whether in infancy or for the rest of their fucking life when the daddy decides to be a deadbeat. But when women decide to have children and almost die in childbirth to bring them to this world, They need to have a better understanding of what they're getting themselves into and how to do it in a way that helps their child actually know how to grow into an adult that can take care of themselves. A lot of women are raising children to be emotionally codependent on them. And that's because y'all are emotionally codependent in y'all romantic relationships, and you just misplace the emotion onto the kids. That's why it's a lot of covert incestuous shit happening in Black families, no matter how much y'all don't want to talk about it, because y'all don't have any boundaries in your romantic relationships. And so you feel like you shouldn't have any boundaries with your children. It's a lot of mamas that don't have any they don't have any respect for their children's boundaries. Their child don't like this, they ignore it. Their child say, I don't want to share all of this with you. They go read their child whole fucking diary and shit. Like, goddamn. Jill off hunting wives. Yes, she coddled way too much, and she should have let that boy make whatever mistakes he was gonna make. She was a nervous wreck and out of control of her own life and needed to hyperfixate on his. That's another thing. If you don't have your shit together, it makes it so much harder for your children to want to really believe anything you say. It makes, and we don't want to talk about that, but a lot of kids will grow up not wanting to be like their parents. They will look at their parents' life and be like, I don't want that. So your advice on how I should be, gonna take it with a grain of salt sometimes.
It makes for the balance that kids need to be thriving.
Yeah, no, I don't think that we necessarily need a balance between men and women. I think we need a balance within each individual in order to help children have the best option. That's what I feel. I think it's weird for you to expect another person to always offset whatever your fucking problem is. Because that's what it feel like. It feel like women are too emotional and men are unemotional. So y'all always want women to help men be emotional, and you want men to help women not give a fuck about shit. Instead of each person individually finding a balance within themselves, being whole people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, girl. But anyway, let's move on, because I'm not completely done. Okay, like listen, y'all know that Clarissa Shields makes my ass itch. But and then, you know, her style don't never be styling. Like, it don't never be the way we would want it to be. Granted. But she's not wrong. Here's the thing. Clarissa Shields is like everybody else that likes attention from the internet and likes attention and thinks attention from the internet helps with what her real job actually is, which is being a boxer. Also, being a boxer is somebody that needs to be able to talk shit, right? The blogs are posting her because she is one of those people that y'all like to make fun of. Not y'all, we. She is one of those people that we like to make fun of. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, as a grown-ass woman talking to what I feel like should be a whole bunch of grown-ass people in here, mostly women at 80%. Okay? I love the men that are here. I appreciate y'all. But I need to say this. She's right. Y'all hate everything natural about yourself, then want to come putting that insecurity on me. Yes. The truth of the matter is, two things can be true. Your style is horrid, and people can want you to turn into something that is not you so that they can like you better. And the truth of the matter is, fuck how I and everybody else feel. Like, I'm going to say that. Fuck how I feel and fuck how everybody else feel when it comes to how you feel about yourself. And I mean that shit. She said, this generation too wild for me. And I love that she said that, because I don't think she knows which generation she's talking about, because all of them rib her. But I think it's a new thing now. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but whether you are a man or a woman, sometimes when people are not smart enough to sometimes come to their own conclusions, they really do copy and paste other people's talking points. Every time somebody starts out a comment talking about this generation, I automatically want to scroll past it, because you could never know. Y'all are not taking research on how many people in the comments are from what generation saying what thing. Y'all don't really fucking know. So sometimes I do find it weird because there's a lot of old motherfuckers. It's a lot of 60-something-year-old people, 50-something-year-old people on the internet running their fucking mouth like a 14-year-old girl. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all hate everything natural about yourself. Then want to come putting that insecurity on me. I'm not going to wear makeup every day. I actually like my face. Not going to have my nails done 24/7. I like my natural lashes and my natural body. What's wrong with liking yourself? Nothing. Nothing. And then here come Moniece in the comments. It's not that, Clarence. So you're already like, we're misgendering her, right? Okay. It's the fact that you are insecure and you're insecure in and about your relationship with that lady's husband. And you are indeed bothered by our public opinions. And instead of hushing up, ever since, why does she have to hush up? Ever since Remy made you mainstream, you haven't been quiet since. And even that's not the issue. The issue, if you're going to harass us every day, be authentic and just say that you do indeed feel aesthetically inferior to other women, Remy in particular, because it's not us, Big Bill, it's you. No, Moniece. No, bitch. It's you. It's you. Because what do you do for a living at this point that you can always be the first fucking comment writing a paragraph under a blog post that I see? Let me tell y'all what's really going on. Clarissa Shields is doing what the fuck everybody else does on social media, pressing the live button and talking and responding to the things that people say to her. The blogs think she's somebody that everybody likes to make fun of. And whenever y'all find somebody that y'all want to make fun of, y'all make them famous so everybody can make fun of them. So y'all can literally be manipulative and watch them rise and then watch them fall and sit from your house and laugh and looking at your phone, making fucked up ass comments and shit. Yes, Clarissa does do too much, but I don't think this is actually her fault as far as us seeing her, because I don't follow her. So there's no reason that I should actually be seeing her all the time unless the blogs are posting her because she gets a lot of engagement because y'all like dumping on her in the comments. That's what I think. And I think that this is a picture. She must have recently been at an event. Once again, not looking all the way good, but I think her hair look pretty right here. This looks very regular girl, pretty hair right here. She don't have no makeup on. She got on some faux lashes and some lip gloss. Her skin looks good. What's the problem? We all don't want to wear makeup all the time, y'all. I don't like wearing makeup all the time. I don't even like getting my nails done all the time. I will go and get my feet done and still not get my nails done. I don't like wearing, I love nails. I love how they look, but they hurt. I don't like shit that hurts. When I get fake nails, it hurts my nail beds. I also don't like you hoes fucking, trying to get my cuticles all clean. But by the time we get to the end, you done nick me and now my fucking fingers hurting. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. And why the fuck should I have to go do all of that shit to myself so you won't have some comment to make in the comment? Because, girl, I remember one time I went on a vacation and I was going through a hard time at the time, right? Meaning that I was depressed. And I didn't have my nails or my feet done and I wasn't thinking about it because I was traveling out the country and all I was worrying about was traveling out the country. I wasn't thinking about my nails and all of that. I was like, go get a wax. And then that's all I thought about. Somebody had to find a picture and say, damn, you ain't go get your feet done. I thought that's what everybody did before. I will never forget that comment because I remember being like, wait, what? And then actually having to zoom in on my foot to see that my nail was long because I had not went and got my feet done. I don't have ugly feet. So it doesn't really matter. I took my feet out my nigga's mouth last night. I don't have ugly feet. So it doesn't really matter. But it's really crazy how often people online, actual real people, are comfortable with finding a way to make somebody feel bad about themselves just for fun, just because they can, just because they wanted to, just because they noticed something. And now I feel like, bitch, you could suck my big toe. And I should have just blocked you and deleted the comment. I don't know what I did. Maybe that's what I did. I don't know. But when I think about it, I don't pick other women apart like that. Like, I don't. Like, I'm not trying to. I'm not zooming in on you so I can see your nails not done on your fucking toes, bitch. Y'all is weird. And I do think y'all overly critique people on the internet, while knowing that your shit ain't always tight neither, because ain't nobody shit always tight like that. So yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, to me, if y'all chose to call Clarissa ugly because she wasn't wearing a full face of makeup, I think that's some weird shit. That's a bit obsessive. It is. It is. And they are projecting. Like, you know, like, also, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When we in the blog comments, y'all can let it rip in the blog comments. I don't give a fuck. But I have forever thought it was weird when y'all actually go to people's pages to, like, bully them about shit. I don't even really like commenting on people's pages sometimes without accidentally commenting on it because I thought it was a blog post because I don't follow you. So how you got on my fucking timeline, bitch? So I automatically think it's a blog post, and then I have to go look and be like, oh, this that person's page. Why the fuck I said what I said, bitch? I don't give a fuck. And some of y'all be in the comments on the blogs arguing with people about whatever the story is too. I still said what the fuck I said, but I'm also not coming to your comments to berate you. Like, I'm not going to be in your comments going back and forth with you because why you did that? You shouldn't have did. Like, I'm not doing all that with y'all. I said what I said on the blog post, in the blogs. And it ain't because I'm scared. It's just a respect thing. Like, I just always feel like I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, but I don't know why it's anybody else's problem. Like, that person, I'm not going to act Clarissa Shields every time I'm talking about her. That's fucking weird. I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm going to hope that lady have a good day anyway. Okay? Like, people really do go out of their way, I think, to be mean, to be cruel, to bully people online. They do. And the blogs help. Y'all, the ongoing saga of Megan Thee Stallion making y'all pay for trying to bully her online during that fucking trial. Chief U.S. District Judge Cecilia M. Altenega has denied blogger Milagro Grams Cooper's request for a 20-day extension in Megan Thee Stallion defamation, cyberstalking, and AI manipulated content lawsuit because she put out a porn that was she put it out or she shared it. Either way, it was an AI manipulated porn video of Megan Thee Stallion that was put out around the same time as that case was going on. When you really think about how y'all got on the internet to lie about that lady over that little ass nigga, it is really diabolical. Like, it's really fucked up. History-wise, if somebody ever does a documentary about what was happening during this time and they touch on this, it really should showcase how people had the weirdest response to somebody being a victim of gun violence. People had a weird groupthink-like response and decided at large to side with the actual gunman. And then therefore abuse the artist that was shot online consistently, not only during the time that the trial was happening and before, but for years after. Like, y'all are insane. Y'all are insane. They should have never gave some of you niggas the internet. Cooper's legal team argued they needed more time after her new attorney joined the case in June, but the judge ruled that retention of new counsel does not justify lack of diligence, noting Cooper already received a 60-day extension earlier this year. The decision comes days after a hearing revealed forensic findings that Cooper allegedly deleted over 20,000 messages across multiple platforms, including a WhatsApp account active in March, but missing from her phone by April. Megan's team is now pushing for sanctions and an instruction allowing jurors to assume the deleted messages were damaging. I would assume so. The trial is set for November 17, 2025 under a federal gag order. I love that. That means you can't come out and put out no fucking misinformation like y'all did during her situation with Tory Lanez. Good. Good. You know why? Because a lot of these motherfuckers went way too hard on behalf of that weird ass little niglet. Some of y'all dick ride and really be up here dicked out over niggas that wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire. It's a lot of y'all that do that. And she did that. And so to me, I feel like I hope, girl, I don't give a fuck because I don't feel like I'm out here doing some of the shit that these other bloggers and YouTubers and all of that is doing. So I said what the fuck I said. I really don't like because y'all make what we do look bad when y'all do shit like this. Like, you're sick. You're a sick individual. And you really shouldn't be allowed to be online if that's the type of shit that you're going to do when it comes to people. I feel like a punishment should be you can't have no goddamn social media. Since you like to use social media as a weapon to the extent that you did, I feel like for a certain amount of years, you shouldn't be able to have no social media, bitch. I don't care if that's how you make your money. Find another way. Because you shouldn't be able to use a platform to AI generate porn about somebody during a trial where they're basically being slut shamed as a result of them saying a nigga shot them. The community is not okay. The community is not okay. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else that I wanted to get into? Yes, there is. I love y'all. I was saving stories, girl. Kelly Price says her heart led her to speak on Kodak Black's struggles, calling it heartbreaking to watch him die before our eyes. And Entourage films his decline instead of intervening. Let's listen before I judge.
And good morning and happy Tuesday. I know I always say it's not going to be long, but it's really not going to be long. I named this live Kodak Black because earlier today I was looking at television and I saw a video that had been uploaded to social media. Kodak Black was in his car and he was going through a Wendy's drive-thru trying to place an order for something to eat. He knew what he wanted to order. He was extremely polite to the young lady who was working in the drive-thru window. They were just, him trying to place the order or whatever. I don't know if she was having a problem hearing him or if, somehow it was getting lost in translation. But it dawned on me that we're seeing all of this stuff. We are literally, as a society, watching this man die before our eyes, right? And there's always, I'm not even talking about people on the street who start, which I think is despicable too, but who will see him and just pick up their phone and start filming him in, the kind of state of mind that he's in. But there is someone that is with him all the time and they have a camera and they are recording him. And I don't understand for the life of me, if you're with this man all day, every day, why are you walking around with a camera phone, filming everything that he does and putting these moments up on social media rather than trying to get him some help? And I looked at this young man.
So he can make money, Kelly. So he can make money. I know niggas make y'all think they have money because they wear all of this like gargantuan ass jewelry that they're renting. But essentially, social media is a way that people make money. And when you see people like this constantly having a camera on them, it's because they're making money from it, Kelly.
Man, he can't be. I looked him up. I don't know. I'm auntie at this point. So if I do know any of his music.
So I looked him up. I'm auntie at this point. When you looked him up, did you see his record? When you looked him up, did you see his record? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Where can I find it? Okay, so this is Wikipedia, which means it's open to being wrong. But let's just say let's just use Wikipedia to talk about Kodak Black right quick before I let her finish. In 2014, Kodak Black stated he was working towards his high school diploma at Blanche Eli High School in Pompano Beach during his incarceration. This is his personal life on Wikipedia. Kodak Black began to identify as a Hebrew Israelite after a priest who conducts prison ministry studied scripture with him. He later filed to change his name to Bill Kahan Blanco, with Kahan supposedly being an alternative spelling of Cohen, a term used in Judaism to refer to priests who descend from the prophet Aaron, the brother of Moses. On May 2nd, 2018, he legally changed his name from Duason Octave to Bill Kahan Capri. I think that's weird when niggas keep changing their names. It's as if they're trying to get away from something. You know how when Diddy kept changing his name? That's what I always think back to if I see people changing their name over and over again. What you running from, bitch? In June 2017, He wrote on Instagram about his preference for light-skinned women over dark-skinned. He also, I wonder if he watched Martin growing up. He also stated in an interview that actress Keke Palmer was straight, but that he don't really like black girls like that. Some Twitter users responded negatively, provoking Kodak Black to delete both his Instagram and Twitter accounts. Kodak Black also stated that light-skinned women are easier to break down. Black women are too gutter, and that he does not like his skin complexion. He hates himself, therefore he hates the women that look like him. In June 2018, Kodak earned his GED while in prison. Why are they not talking about why he was in prison on here? That's very interesting, you guys. They talked about him being in prison, but they're not talking about why he went to prison. That's very interesting. Let's see. Due to Kodak Black's conviction involving the 2016 SA case, which was reduced to first-degree assault, both performers... Okay, so... Yeah. Saying that he sexually assaulted somebody, and because y'all got it knocked down to something else, I guess that means we're not supposed to see him. I don't know. Let's see. Kodak Black's career has been marked by periods of mainstream success as well as public controversies and legal issues. His legal troubles began in middle school and spiked crucially through the late 2010s. In middle school, okay. To me, it sounds like he was always going to be a degenerate. Y'all just made him a rapper. Black was accused of rape in 2016 and faced a charge of first-degree criminal sexual conduct in South Carolina. He was given a plea bargain in 2021 to the lesser offense of assault and battery. Okay. And he was sentenced to probation. In 2019, Black was arrested for making false statements to possess weapons and was sentenced to nearly 4 years in federal prison. His sentence was commuted by Donald Trump. So based on that, I just kind of feel like there are better people to be worrying about. But people like Kelly Price, they love to find them a disrespectful, degenerate, broken nigga to try to make everybody care about. Men who would never really do shit like this for other people. But let's see.
You got music. I don't know that it's him, but my heart got really heavy and my eyes got very watery. And that's happening right now while I'm talking to you guys. So I'm not going to stay on here long. I know you can hear my voice cracking, but I don't understand why.
Let me see. Hold up. I'm sorry. I just wanted he has a few brown-skinned BMs. Of course he does. That doesn't mean he's not like that. I think what people don't seem to understand is Black men get what is close to them. And then once they think they can get something that they deem is better, they will then admonish whatever is a representation of the person that they used to be. Those dark-skinned baby mamas are the representation of him before his fame. Now that he's famous, he can get pretty light-skinned girls that he could never get back then. Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there right now that are eating off of him. They're eating off him every day. They're eating off of him every day. He's not recording himself in this state of mind. There's somebody that is with him that's doing it. He was in his car trying to order himself something to eat, and he wanted breakfast and lunch at the same time. He was very polite, very sweet, and trying to make the lady understand. He said, I know it's past breakfast time, but I'll give you a big tip if you I just want some French toast sticks, but then I want my chicken nuggets. And he was calling her ma'am, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Just very polite.
I'm really annoyed by you thinking somebody being polite means they're a good person. I'm really bothered by that. I'm really, really bothered by that. I need y'all to think a little bit harder. If a man will rape a woman, do you really think him saying yes ma'am and no ma'am means anything?
But someone's in the car with him. They were in the car with him and they were recording him. Why not just say, hey, Black, I got this. I know what you want to eat. I'll place the order. Why not go get this man some help? It's like they're waiting on him to die. They're eating off of him already, but they're waiting on him to die. And the world we live in today is so crazy because who's ever around him and whoever it is that he is allowing to be.
Ma'am, I know you remember your homegirl Whitney Houston, right? Like this happens all the time with artists. Artists are in control of themselves most of the time. Meaning that people can't make them do anything. People can't stop them from using drugs. People can't make them do anything they don't want to do. And in real life, whether you're an artist or not, whether somebody is following you around with a camera or not, if you're going to be a dope addict, nobody can help you with that but you.
be in his space, perhaps live with him so that he doesn't have to live by himself in the state that he's in. They don't care about him. They do not care about him at all. But it seems like
if he dies, the money will die too. Yeah. And there's also a life insurance policy. There's also a life insurance policy. I don't think they want him to die, but I don't think they can save him either. And I think he still has to make money, and the people that are around him are there to prop him up so he can still make the money. Because I bet you he still got cases cases pending, money he got to pay back to somebody. Niggas always end up getting themselves in stupid situations that they're going to have to pay for. So they have to have worked some type of way.
He doesn't have anyone. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know a whole lot about him. I've never met him. It's just
I think that's what somebody says when they know everybody about to drag them for taking up for someone that's so fucked up. Because it's crazy to me. Like, as a community, y'all don't give a fuck about when these niggas rape women. Whoever the girl was, y'all don't give a fuck about standing up for her. But y'all want to stand up for any black man that whistled something you like, girl. This is the video she was talking about.
Some French toast sticks, ma'am? French toast? Yes, please. Don't have that. Why? Cause that's for breakfast? You want Dr. Pepper? No, I say why? Because that's for breakfast or something? No.
No, they don't have French toast sticks at Wendy's, nigga. You mean Burger King?
So that's what I said. Like, that's what I was asking for, French toast stick. No, man, not right now. You called me a ma'am? Okay. What's wrong with you?
With his Trump necklace on. With his gold Trump necklace on. Y'all, what the fuck wrong with Kelly Price?
And then, so could you make it for me, please, though, right quick? I'm gonna pay extra. You hear me? I'm gonna give you a tip. I'm gonna give you a $50 tip, please.
He was so respectful. He was so nice. He was just so respectful.
Excuse me. Yo. I'm gonna order something else.
I thought she was saying they didn't have it. Oh, that means also so like they ran out of them. They ran out of them. Okay, that's what it was. So Wendy's has French. I've never had French toast sticks from Wendy's, bitch. But I also haven't been to a fast food restaurant in a long time. Burger King used to have them fire ass French toast sticks. Okay. But I never had them at the Wendy's, y'all. I always thought that was Burger King. I didn't know they have them, y'all. I'm gonna have to go try them one day when I'm up early enough for breakfast. It's new. Oh, okay. Okay, girl. I'm gonna have to know because I love me some French toast sticks. But no, he do have not that nigga got he got that Horcrux ass necklace on. Yo, this nigga got money. This nigga is a Trump supporter. This nigga is an accused rapist. And she's sitting up here talking about that poor baby. That poor baby. Look how they doing that poor baby. That poor child. I swear for God, I feel so sorry for him. Oh my God. I know I don't know nothing about him, but I feel so sorry for him.
Evil is good. That's what I think. It must be.
It must be, bitch. Let's move on. So I think this the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to get off of here because I really wanted to talk about this because y'all know how everybody got mad at me about the child abuse situation. Well, guess what, bitch? I'm back to talk about it again. Who was wrong? And I want to read some of the comments. Mother arrested for disciplining her teen daughter with a belt. I don't even like the way y'all wrote this. After she had a boy in their home while the mother was at work. Let's see how it all went down.
What we got going on? I'm Sergeant Life for Fairburn. What's going on? So I got you probably see my brother. I got one right there, and so on my face, I have my edges covered up the one that was right here. So then I got some right here on my arm and stuff. So basically, what happened was the boy that goes, it's a boy that goes here that I knew since 4th grade. He go here. He's in the other class over here. He came to my house over the summer. I didn't do nothing massive. We were just a close friend since 4th grade, right? So just chilling, whatever. My mom, it was over the summer, I think it's July 12th, yeah. Over the summer, came over, mom was at work. So I have a younger cousin. He's 15, 16, and they was playing a game. He came in my room. watch YouTube. So my phone is not here. Fast forward in my phone, she seen that he was in the house on my phone. Because I took a picture of him being in the house.
Okay.
So when she seen that, she was just like, "Why did you invite somebody at my house?"
So she saw the phone picture. She confronted you.
Yeah, she felt like I was lying. I mean, I ain't got to lie about somebody I trust to come to my house because I go over his house. That's the only reason I go to that neighborhood to go to his house. She know I be over there, so it's like, why would you flip? Because he's at my house, and that's not my boyfriend. I ain't have to get nothing with that way. So no, she did hit me with a Gucci belt, like at least more than 15 times. She punched me in my face. She hit me with it across my face.
Where she hit you with a punch? So you know what I'm saying?
You hit her with a belt across her face?
Speaking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I asked my little girl about a little boy that she had in my house. She actually knew what I was talking about. I went to go get my belt, and I whooped my child, and she was moving in the midst of me whooping her. I barely put my hands on my kids. Okay, this is my first time ever going through this. I'm not one of them parents who just, like I said, they barely get a whooping. This was my first time.
You didn't have to swing the metal in, did you?
No, I did not do nothing like that.
She claims that you punched her in the face. Okay. And she does have swelling to her face.
She said I
and
punched her in
also
the face.
a gash on her eye.
Okay.
Yes.
So you saying you ain't hit her with that metal in the face? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
She also has
making massa proud, girl. Beating y'all kids for shit that really just needed a conversation. Cause you gonna beat her ass, and the lesson is gonna be what? Cause she's still gonna end up with a boy. So what's the point?
marks on her neck.
Like you left marks on her, and everybody's in the comments. Let's see what the first comments. Look, the comments. This one of my people. This one of my people. I already know. What's up, Asia? The comments did not pass the vibe check, especially coming from women. Listen, shout out to the people that follow me. That's at the top of this shit. Okay, I would have got my ass beat again after my mama got out. My mama would have beat me after she got released. My mom would have got bonded out and arrested again for murder. We ain't do nothing nasty. We was said too many times in her statement. I'm sure nasty was dead. If you live in my house, you live by my rules, the end. My mom would have whooped me in front of them, and she would have got arrested. Not the laughing emojis, 11,000 likes. The way y'all rejoice in child abuse really needs to be looked at. I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear this, but y'all rejoice too heavily, and not only your own abuse, but other people's abuse. Like, I think it's weird for you to be telling us that your mom would have killed you for having a boy in y'all house. And I get how detrimental that is, because I remember what it was like to be a teenager, and how, you're not supposed to have no boy in your house because that means y'all fucking, and y'all not supposed to be fucking because you're not supposed to be coming around here pregnant with a big belly talking about you ain't know what you was supposed to do. All of that. I get it, y'all. But essentially, we all still end up having boys in the house. We will always still end up sneaking some boy in the house, whether we do something or not. It always happens, and it doesn't matter how much you abuse your kids. It doesn't matter. That's why your response to it is crazy, because it's something that seems to just be something that happens when you're a teenager. And so it's best to just talk to them about it and have conversations with them, punish them. You do not have to just be beating them with a fucking belt because they had a boy at the house. Child, I'm so glad I didn't get caught, because later on I heard what my dad did to my sister, and I'm not even gonna get into that. But like, no, y'all absolutely be wildin'. And I want y'all to know that y'all are wildin', because I think, of course, once again, the Black community is not okay. It's not okay. We don't see abuse clearly. It's because we've internalized it, and we all think we deserve to be mistreated. So when people are mistreated, we have no empathy for them because we have no empathy for ourselves. The community is not okay. I'm gonna let it finish, y'all.
Hit my child with my hands. That's like any other mother. If you at work all day, you have a little boy in my house, you don't know what's in my house.
You at work all day. So that's, y'all see, I said it too. I said what really be happening is y'all kids do something that deserves discipline, a conversation, or punishment, like taking something, whatever. But it doesn't need violence. You handle it with violence because you mad about the shit that you can't really be mad about. You mad about your job. You mad about your life. You mad about that nigga that you can't control. And so when your daughter or your children do something to piss you off, you give them more than they really deserve so that you could get it off your chest.
You don't know what goes on in my house. So for you to have somebody in my house that you probably really don't know, they leave you your safety. That messes with your safety. Someone to come back in there.
The way you could sit and talk to this police officer, because you would never hit him, because if you hit him, he would beat your ass or put you in jail. But see how you could sit here and talk to him? Bitch.
Like, I'm not.
I do not physically put my hands on my kids.
They're making arrangements. They've already contacted your sister. Your sister's coming to get both children.
Okay, I'm ready. You don't gotta put them on me.
I have to. Nobody's outside. You're gonna be discreet, taking out the door so nobody will see you. Okay. Let me get your property.
I'm like, who the fuck is she that somebody give a fuck? We still gonna find out that you got arrested.
What we got going on? I'm Sergeant Life with Fairburn. What's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. And it looked like, I don't know how it all. Okay, let me read it. According to reports, a 14-year-old told school officials that her mother became upset after learning she had a boy inside the home while she was at work. The teen claims her mother struck her more than 15 times, including once in the face, and also punched her. She insists she didn't do anything nasty with the boy and says she didn't understand why her mother was so angry, especially since she had known him for a long time. That's because mama is mad about something at work and felt like that was the way that she could get her anger out on you. You her child, you her dependent, and she wasn't really thinking that anything was going to happen to her from her unleashing her anger on you. When police arrived at the school, the mother admitted to hitting her daughter with a belt, but said the facial injury may have been accidental because her daughter was moving. Because what you're supposed to do when somebody is causing you pain is lay there still like a fucking civil rights activist. That's what you're supposed to do. That sounds crazy to me, that you would explain it away like that. Bitch, you hurt her because you were trying to hurt her. Don't act like, oh, she was moving when I was beating her. Bitch, because she's a human. Are you okay? Are you okay? Y'all are not okay. The community's not okay. She explained that she was upset about the boy being in the home because she viewed it as a safety concern. So you become a safety concern. Got it. The mother also stated this was the first time she'd ever disciplined her child in this way, but she felt the situation was serious enough to warrant it. Yeah, I don't think that beating her was actually getting the point across. I don't. I'm sorry. The mother was taken into custody despite fearing how it would affect her job. Officers sympathized. That's why y'all should, figure out a better way to parent besides hitting y'all kids if you care about all of those things. But to be honest, you was worrying about it affecting your job. You probably hate that fucking job anyway. You was really mad about that job. Officers sympathized with the mom, but still took her in while her sister picked up her two daughters. So yeah, let me see. There was a comment that I wanted. My daughter did this to me after I whooped her, but thank God I had the right police officers. He gave her a speech about respecting herself and told me to get my best belt and stood there while I whooped her. This has 4,218 comments. I'm sure that's going to teach her to respect herself. I'm sure she is going to respect and love herself so much after not only did her mom beat her the first time, but once the police was called, the police berated her, and then the police stood there while she was being beat again to show her that you should just be okay with being abused. I don't know how y'all think that's going to make somebody respect themselves. I'm so sorry, y'all. There is nothing about that. There's nothing about this scenario. Summer Breeze, RN with your account private, with that choker on. Yeah, ma'am. I'm so sorry. And look at him. Look at him. Look at him. They so proud of her. Good job, mom. Girl, when I tell y'all are raising some of the most barbaric, fucked up ass people in this community, child. Girl, the only time y'all don't want to compare yourselves to white people is when we talking about how white people would never abuse their children the way y'all do. I'm just playing. They do. Okay. I'm just playing. Good job, mom. How's your daughter now? Behaving, I'm assuming. I feel like that might have been sarcasm. I don't have to have children to know beating a child is wrong. If you want to punch your baby, that's on you. Somebody said, are you serious? And being a pushover works. Being their friend works. No, they need discipline points. And I need y'all to understand that there are other ways to discipline people besides hitting them. And the fact that you refuse to find other ways, it shows you don't really care that much about parenting. You more so care about having someone that is underneath you, because all y'all care about is hierarchies. This was years ago. I'm not going to say the role was easy, but she never played the police card again. Yeah, because she learned that calling for help would only result in her further abuse. So it sounds like you were still, like y'all were still having issues, and that did not help. Oh, okay. As a heart, she's serious as a heart attack. It happened years ago in Memphis, but he said corporal punishment is not a crime, because we know that's all you niggas care about. Shout out to the diva. All you niggas care about is if something is legal or not. It don't matter how morally fucked up it is. Somebody said, I know that's right. Child Hudson Taisha with 0 posts and 119 followers says she's very happy that you abused your child, not only once, but again, with a police officer standing by. This is the kind we need out here. Yes, we need more mothers that are going to abuse their children in front of police officers and not learn how to parent in more effective ways. Girl, did you hit your child in the face with a belt and leave a bruise and cut her face? Like, let us know. He said, that's why your ass on here naked now, because apparently, the hijab lady is cursing at people, saying that, I guess that's why Helena is naked, because Helena said this was child abuse. So I guess she's naked online because she knows what child abuse is. I'm confused. I don't know. The fact that you think the only other option is being a pushover. This is the comment. Whoa, bitch. I know that's right. Either way, you did what you had to do, and I applaud that, girl. Listen, look, she naked. She's naked and she's applauding it. What we talking about? Oh Lord. I don't have to have okay, yeah. So then the comments just start repeating all over again. Y'all know how they do that. But yeah, y'all, this was very interesting. This was very interesting. Child abuse is something that is very much celebrated in the community. Y'all really love some child abuse, girl. Y'all was getting y'all feel on this. I ain't gonna lie. I think something wrong with a lot of y'all. I think a lot of y'all were abused as children. I think a lot of y'all shouldn't have fucking kids. Oh, girl. I many thoughts. Take her with y'all button. Oh, okay. So we should then be responsible for the children that y'all make because y'all don't know how to parent them without abusing them. Got it. What's the mom's commissary or bail information? Looking to make a donation since what she did was right in my eyes. Amber K thinks that making sure you abuse your children for bringing boys into the household, she thinks that requires a donation. Free her. You want to be hot? You're going to get popped. Okay. Bring back old school parenting because it works so well on the generations that it happened to, because it works so well. Wow. Okay. I feel like that doesn't make any sense, y'all. Abuse doesn't make people not be hoes. Abuse doesn't make, like, honestly, abuse actually makes a lot of these things happen. I don't know if y'all know, like, I think y'all have real backwards ways of thinking because once again, evil is good. But I think y'all don't understand how anything is happening because when people actually start to explain, y'all like, that's too deep. There's a difference between discipline and abuse. That lady ain't abused that child. That child manipulated the situation and the cops made a poor decision. Poor decision. I don't know. It feels like the cops are following the letter of the law, which I thought y'all respected. I don't know. To the group home she would go. Oh, girl. Look like she got a man and a baby in her picture. It's a boy. So she probably wouldn't send her son to a group home. Oh, no. Only these wayward girls. Baby, I would have had the belt in the mug shot. Yes, we know. So proud. The cop's wrong for arresting a mom. Any smart cop will clearly see this as a parent disciplining their child. Girl, the real bad Brianna. Okay, she's bad now. She was getting beat then. I don't know. Y'all, you call the police on me, yeah, you gotta go. Oh, girl. So they not only are they gonna beat you, but then if you call the police, they gonna kick you out the house. Oh, girl. I just want y'all to admit that y'all never wanted these kids and y'all shouldn't have had them. And that's why we should have abortions, because a lot of y'all don't have the temperament or the empathy to have children. I don't. The way my mom is set up, she would have tore me up in front of cops and then said, arrest my ass. Lord, this generation of parenting is different. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Abuse has become illegal at large. Yes, it's so unexpected, right? Kids have more rights than parents these days. These are scary times, and it shows that's why you have so many YNs and not enough young men. I think this is such an inaccurate statement. I don't even know where to start. But kids don't have more rights than adults. Actually, in other countries, children have more rights than they do here in America. Actually, in America, yeah, y'all really don't respect and or like or listen to children. Like, children don't have more rights than parents. They really, really don't. And it's weird that you would even say that. It's such an extreme. It's such an extreme thing. I don't see this as crazy. If you're upset with your kids' actions, there's a way to express that and give consequences without physically abusing your kid. Y'all got this abusive mentally so ingrained that y'all think it's okay because you're teaching them, and it's not. It's really not teaching them. She's not going to stop fucking with boys. I don't know what that meant. The only thing she learned was not to call the police on you. Doesn't mean she doesn't hate you. And then a lot of y'all don't care that y'all kids hate y'all until your kids go no contact. And now y'all want to be on the internet crying about it. The only thing you're showing is that you don't know how to communicate when you get to a certain point emotionally. And that is okay to use violence to teach people you supposedly love. Oh, retro spectro is killing right now. This is a kid, not a wild animal. Teach love. Be an example to that kid. The behavior stems from somewhere, and abuse doesn't help her understand anything. Prayers to everyone involved, though. All you really did, that's why these kids are lost souls. Girl, I guess. I don't know. I think abuse is why people are fucked up. I think several different types of abuse can be the reason why children end up in fucked up situations. For instance, a lot of girls end up being prostitutes and being flipped and all of that because they had abusive households, or they had a mom that cared more about dick than her. So if your boyfriend likes your daughter and you care more about your boyfriend and your daughter, and you're abusive towards your daughter because you're mad that you had her and you're still mad that her fucking daddy left your ass, then yeah, like, you're going to kick your daughter out. You're going to not give a fuck about her. Do you know what those young girls go and do? They go and sell their bodies because that's all they have. It happens in the gay community too. That's why a lot of the trans girls go into selling their bodies for work, sex work. And I don't see anything wrong with sex work when it's being done in an ethical manner, meaning in the safest way possible for everybody involved. And I do think there are ways to do that. I'm not mad about it. I'm also not mad about sex work that's online. Not mad about it. Don't like the way y'all do porn. I would love for some women to start making porn so that we could get like things that are not abusive. Okay. Yeah, can we, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to come out with nothing every day, girl, but every once in a while, let a woman that really knows what she's doing produce some type of porn. You know what I mean? For adults to take part in. That's not some woman, going through something that looks like a fucking rape fantasy. Let me read some of these super chats. Hey, Erica girl, thank you for all of the super chats. That's why I say some people just had kids because their bodies were able to do it. And my way of saying it is you got fucked out and now you got evidence of it. Because I want them, I want to say it meaner than that. I want you to know just how unspecial your ass is for getting fucked out and having a baby in the process. That don't make you no good mama just because you laid down and got fucked. The fuck? April Glow. Hey, girl, thank you for the super chat. People need to seriously break the cycle. Unlearn this. Conversation would have been had. I'm not beating my child. My mother never put her hands on me or talked to me crazy. My grandmother didn't do that to my mom as well. Girl, I love that for you. You about to make me emotional. I love that for you. As a child that really all you had to do was talk to me, because if I can understand something, I can go along with what you told me to do because I understand logic. Meaning that if my parents is telling me something for my betterment, I'm normally going to take their advice because I trust their advice. But my parents, even with a lot of the abusive things that happen, my mom and my dad at different times took special point to explain things to me, especially as I was getting older. A lot of the damage had already been done. But I think once my paw was getting older, and my mama never was a physically abusive person like that, she would always talk to me. She always would be able to talk. So I don't, I feel like I would have been fine with somebody just talking to me. I really didn't need you to put your hands on me. I didn't. It only taught me that it's okay for people to put their hands on me in relationships. And it's really not okay. But that's all it taught me. You could have talked to me. You could have explained shit to me. Like, I wasn't the type of child that was going to be rebellious just for the sake of being rebellious. Erica, thank you, girl. What you say? It sounds like mom is mad that she didn't set boundaries, and now the daughter crossed the line that weren't set, and now she's trying to make up for that by beating her daughter. Corporal punishment. Yes. An overcorrection, because you really didn't give her any rules, and she did something that shockingly pissed you off. You had this overcorrection response to it that was really uncalled for. And really, the police should have been called on you. And I bet you won't beat her like that again. I bet you. And honestly, at 14, you shouldn't be beating these kids at 14. To me, when they're young, when they're toddlers and you can't reason with them and they do something and you smack them on the hand or something, fine. But when they become 13, 14 years old and now they're growing into their personhood and you decide you want to start fighting them like a bitch on the street, but because you use the belt, that means it's okay. Yeah, no. I think the police should have been called on you. I do. And every one of y'all in the comments acting like that shit is okay. I think people should check in on y'all kids too. Because sometimes it's like there are no better options. Sometimes, like, there aren't a lot of great humans out here that are going to raise other people's kids well. And it's because we've been socialized to only care about ourselves and extensions of ourselves, and then to look at that in a hierarchical standpoint, so as not to give too much respect to people underneath us in a hierarchy, and children are underneath us in this hierarchy. So y'all never feel the need to be as respectful or understanding towards kids. That's what it is. Rod, what's up, boo? Thank you for the super chat. Nah, Kelly Price pulling a tie scheme to get money because what? It was ridiculous. Caitlin Dodgers, what's up, boo? Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, when you get slow, can you do a fun live where we rank these trash niggas from Love and Hip Hop franchise? My money is on Mendices as the worst. Actually, I would love to do that. Thank you. I might do it sooner than you know. Madam Hillary, thank you for becoming a member. Nuna, thank you for the super chat. Cardi B is not wrong. She could have talked about me like that, and I'm still a fan, but that girl is unnecessarily sensitive about everything. Cardi B was wrong for the way she responded, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to respond like that. And also, I think that we should get out of telling people they're too sensitive, because everybody is sensitive about something. And that's the point that I was making, that everybody has feelings about something. Everybody's going to be upset about something that's being said. And the people that act like they're not upset about the shit that's being said are lying. Just because this is not your soft point doesn't mean you don't have a soft point. Janae, thank you for being a member. They probably feel like Brooke is now on their level looks wise. Oh, they couldn't wait. Been hating on that lady their whole fucking life. Mary Sparkle's like, well, thank you for being a member. They swear that men are held accountable, but Javante was still able to get his CTE on in the ring. Like, come on, sir. No, for real. Nebula Sky, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, I like your whole little thing right there. That was cute. Okay. That's a weird thing to throw in your face. Sha'Carri did have a little girlfriend. She did. That's what it is. Discipline is necessary, but it doesn't need to be physical. Look at the shade room, Bondi. Oh, child, y'all know I don't be following them hoes. Hold up, what you want me to see on the shade room before I get off of here? I gotta type them in because I don't like them. I've been not really liking them ever since I started noticing how weird their posts are. Child, I might be blocked. I had to put the words in. Like, my God, today. Let's see. Oh, I see. Keisha, I love my man. 4 p.m., 8/12/25. He said they were single too. I guess they didn't got back together. She's a fool. She's a fool. And this is what we be talking about. And guess what? It is perfectly fine for her to be a fool, but it's perfectly fine for me to say it. She's a fool. This is foolish shit. This is foolish shit for you to be on the internet telling us blow by blows of your relationship as it's happening throughout the day. We broke up, y'all. I'm about to get off the internet. All right, y'all. We back together, y'all. I thought we was done, but we not. Cash, whatever he did to make you mad the first time, he's gonna do it again. Whatever you did, you gonna do it again. If this ain't some of the most weirdest shit, Sierra Glam Shop, exactly. What you mean? You know, Sierra, just because you don't want to be judged for being in toxic relationships does not mean you should always be online championing people to be in them. Bondi, are you going to start pivoting to Patreon if YouTube starts requiring us to upload our IDs for verification? I read they will start the test rollout for it. I'm already on Patreon. I didn't realize we were using Patreon like YouTube as far as like not paid content. I really want to look and see like how I can start linking to my Patreon. That's what I might start doing, linking to my Patreon. I like YouTube, and I also feel like they have my social security number, so I don't know why I would have a problem with them having my ID. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Please be a fool in private if you don't want to hear criticism. And also, y'all, I want us to understand what criticism is versus like what be happening sometimes where people are like bombarding people in comments, like hundreds of thousands of people commenting, saying crazy shit to a person, saying you so stupid and you so dumb and all of that shit. Like, it's a lot. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, as of right now, like, I'm YouTube. I've always been YouTube. I'm gonna, eventually be always trying to branch out to do something else, but YouTube is still that girl. So I think that's fake. It's not on her Twitter. Okay. So people saying that it's fake. Okay, Erica said it's fake. I think it's fake because it's not on her Twitter, and that's a tweet. So yeah. So this could be a lie. This could be a lie, y'all. Okay. Because I felt like I thought that Cash Doll stood on business a little bit more than that. Like, I don't think I ever seen Cash Doll like doing shit. But I mean, when we think about it, you went from you was wearing makeup. They said he didn't like that you wore makeup. You didn't wear makeup. You do kind of be on here flip-flopping with these niggas in these relationships on the internet in a way that I wish you would just kind of keep private. Oh no, I refreshed. It's there, bitch. We had high hopes. We had high hopes. We tried. Diva, we tried. We tried, girl. We really did. We really did. Oh my God. Y'all, this is so like, what the fuck? And guess what? My opinion still stands. I don't give a fuck how much you hoes go in and out of fucked up relationships. I'm still gonna say they not gonna last forever. They not. They not. Oh, great. Y'all back together right now. Let's see how long y'all stay together after this. Like, get the fuck out of here. Okay, so you didn't want, I guess that's not what you wanted me to talk about. Let's see. Here we go. Updates. Authorities named Kai Frost as suspect in T Hood's murder case. Great. And I bet you any money the police was always like on, police don't be doing their job sometimes, but I also feel like sometimes they be doing their job, but because they not doing it fast enough, the family members be online acting like it's not being investigated. Like, bitch, it's being investigated. Can you calm down? Can you calm down? But yeah, y'all, first off, I've been advised not to speak up by plenty. Okay, yeah, we saw that. That's all the old, that's the same old shit. Okay. But yeah, so now the authorities are looking for him, and y'all know what that means. The Frost gonna take their son down there to the police station themselves, with probably with some type of security detail. Just in case the family want to do something wild. Okay. So they probably gonna, take him on down to the precinct with a good lawyer and see what they're gonna do. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, a lot of young black men end up in situations like this because what else was they doing? A lot of these niggas don't have nothing going on but looking for a way to make an issue. Bring Iyanla out of retirement. Honestly, we don't need Iyanla. I just need to go and get my certifications and take her place, because we don't need Iyanla for this, because Iyanla gonna want hug and rub niggas' backs and all of that. Okay. And I don't know if that's the fix right now. Like, I know we all need love, but I feel like we've been doing a lot of love and a lot of coddling and a lot of rubbing niggas' backs and a lot of, oh, we gonna try to fix this for you, baby, because we know how they do the white men. The white boys get off, so we gonna help our sons get off too. Meanwhile, they get free and then they abuse the women and children and other men in the community, because y'all want so badly to make sure they getting away with shit like the white boys getting away with shit. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck to everybody involved. Is that nigga wearing something that can be considered a skirt? Are y'all gonna spaz out? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about before I got off of here. I wanted to talk about before I got off of here how y'all was tripping out over Red Dress Run. Okay, so first of all, Red Dress Run has been going on in New Orleans for over a decade now. Okay. We've been doing it for a while. And do y'all see all of these big back people? Some of them are men. Most of them, a lot of them are men. Because men, straight and gay, hold up, let me do a hashtag, because that's what I wanted, will dress up and come out into the streets of New Orleans, because New Orleans is one of those places that you can do this, okay? And yes, a lot of the times it's the gay men, child. They was out there taking all kind of pictures with the listen, the girls were acting a fool out there. Body was tea, okay? Yes, a few of the people was out there serving for the gods. I think I might have saw this nigga. Yeah, I saw him. I saw this dude right here. He was walking in front of me at some point. Okay, come on, very demure. All right, listen, it's giving hood chick. Okay, yes, mother. Okay, let it all hang out, sir. Okay, listen, it's giving real posh. It's giving real. Listen, I just came here to dance for y'all. That's what this is giving. Okay, come on. Yes, come on. Enjoy the skirts. Enjoy the skirts. Enjoy the flow of the skirts. Listen, it was hot as fuck out there. It was hot. It was hot. Okay. All right, girl, get into it. All right, legs. Them thighs is giving, sir. Those are some nice thighs. Okay. Listen, people like to dress up, y'all. People like to drag. And it's not really, this is the gay boys, but y'all, it don't just be gay people. It don't just be, child, really? Were you out there? Oh no, you was out there last year. Okay. Or something while ago. But y'all, when I tell y'all they was acting a fool out there in them streets, and this was the black side. But when you actually look in the background, you'll see how many white people is at the Red Dress Run. Look, look, you don't see no black people on this street. This on is this Bourbon or Frenchman? Child, I can't tell. This look like Frenchman. But either way, it just depends on where you was hanging out at. You gonna see mostly white boys, or mostly look at the white boys in the background. White boy got a hat on. And this is another thing I need for y'all to understand. A person wearing a dress does not make them feminine, and it doesn't make them gay. I know a lot of y'all don't like to deal with that, but it's so many straight men walking around in dresses at Red Dress Run. Like, look at this nigga. And he probably gay, but the point is that you can't make somebody feminine just because they got a dress on. That's just the truth of the matter. It was a lot of niggas that was giving, and a lot of niggas that's a nigga in a dress. Okay? Look. These are some look, these are white people, these are couples. These are couples, y'all. This happens every year. And me and my homegirl have been known to go out there. Look, everybody just be dancing, drinking, having a good time, all in red dresses. Everybody just be having yes, come on. Okay, yes, I'm living for it. We just having a good time. Everybody just having a good time. It's really not that fucking deep. And y'all online, listen, does this look like a feminine person, or does it look like a nigga that put a dress on? Like, this don't look like his everyday wear, okay? Yo, it's okay, girl. Look at the homeboys. Does this man really look that feminine to you because he got a dress on? Come on. I seen some niggas that it don't matter what you put them niggas in. That is a big grown ass masculine nigga. He can't even walk right. My friend, I didn't post a video of my friend because I just don't be liking to post her sometimes. But I didn't post her. But the way she was walking in that fucking dress that she had on, and my friend is a stud. And the way she was walking in that dress, I was like, bitch, you might look good, but I'm gonna need for you never, girl, I would need for you never to be walking in a dress like that in your goddamn life, girl. Okay, legs all open while she walking and shit. It was hilarious. Okay. And let me, I didn't take a picture of my entire dress because at no point did I feel like stopping and setting up a phone, asking somebody. I don't like asking people to take pictures of me because most of the time, yes, it is for AIDS and HIV awareness. Yes, it is. But a lot of people just dress up and go out in the street, like, to tell you the truth. A lot of people don't be at the actual run because it is it's a what you call them? A run racetrack. Bitch, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's a race. It is a race, a walk, run race that they do. They do that like early in the morning. So by the time the red dress run, the actual run is over, now everybody's just walking around in the city with the dresses that they had on. Yes, it's a sponsored event. It's marathon. Got it. Okay. But I'm not waking up that early. Okay. So the times I have gone out, we really just go out dressed up, and then you go to the bars that are on the list because the proceeds are going to the fundraiser, if I'm believed to be correct. But this was me.
It's a jet suit holiday, nothing beats a jet suit holiday. You can save 50 pounds a person, sound real good though. Save 200 pounds for a family of four. Nothing.
Okay, listen, I had to stop it because I ain't got time for the copyright restriction. Okay. But bitch, I was beautiful out there. I love my dress. I was real cute. It was giving all of the titties. And listen, I love being out there with the gay boys. I like seeing what they had on. I didn't get a chance to see Scotty and them in person, but I had actually saw them the day before when they were out here. So I saw them, but I didn't see them when they were out here. And we were literally not that far away from each other. But when you're out there, you're kind of walking. So you'll stop at one bar and then you go to the next bar. And by the time we got to the next bar, they was like, we about to go. I was like, all right, well, I'll see y'all later. But listen, I was told how beautiful I looked. I told some people they look beautiful. Like, me and I was solo dolo for a little minute. So I'm walking down the street, titties bopping. Look, having a great time. Having a great time, girl. Okay, nothing beats a jet suit holiday. Okay,
holiday, you can save 50 pounds a person, sound real good though. Save 200 pounds for a family of four. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday.
Okay, titties bopping to the beat, bitch. Had a great time. New Orleans is not a regular place. The French Quarter is a very gay area. There are rainbow flags all up and down Rampart and certain parts of the French Quarter. This is a openly gay place. As much as everybody still wants to be homophobic, this is a gay place, y'all. New Orleans is a gay place. People are still homophobic, but it's still a gay place. Meaning that you might see niggas' ass cheeks out, and it happens. It happens, girl. And you don't have to come here if it's not something that you're into, because we can be a lot. It is an acquired taste, and that's fine. But I hate the fact that every year, every 6 months, Y'all find out about something that New Orleans people have been doing for decades, and then y'all want to lose y'all mind on the internet about it. Like, oh my God. This is not the first time. Everybody be out there, girl. Everybody be out there, girl. It's a charity thing. 2-mile run through the Marini. Everybody got to wear a red dress. Started with the Hash House Harriers, a drinking club. I love back of town comics, y'all, in Neutral Ground. Shout out to my local people. Okay, a drinking club with a running problem, because that's what happens in New Orleans. You drink and you run, especially if you white. So this where all the red dresses went. Charity starting with me today. $10 cheaper than the bar, the Bourbon Rub. This what we was at the Bourbon Rub. And then we went to a Will and Away, y'all. A Will and Away is really good. They have this good strawberry salad that I had when I went there. But yeah, shout out to the back of town comics, the red dress run. Okay. Listen, what else y'all had said? Because they always saying something. I just, I like this. I like to support the local people, child. But yeah, like the red.
I tell people all
red dress run goes viral
the time. Every man in New Orleans owns a dress. Now I have to. Don't they look nice?
Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. You could save 50 pounds a person. Sounds real good though. That's 200 pounds for a family of 4. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday.
Listen, it's not a regular place. New Orleans is a mirage. You really just pass through and go on about your life like you was never here. New Orleans is a mirage. We not a real place. Just come and go, bitch. Don't try to think too hard about it. Just come, have a good time, and then go your ass home. Do not get too swept up. And Black women should be definitely concerned about HIV awareness. Yes, especially in a current climate where the president just stopped funding all of the research and aid that goes to people who get HIV and AIDS, because, it's a public health crisis and everything, and governments are supposed to help, fix those types of issues. But our government doesn't want to help anybody fix anything, girl. They just want to destroy. So yes, the charity is very much something that is supported because New Orleans has a huge gay community. But even more so than that, it's a lot of people out there that are not gay in the dresses. Oh my God. Like, I'm going to talk about it when I want to talk about it. Why y'all keep trying to pressure me into talking about Hurricane Katrina? Almost every live now, somebody is in the comments asking me about that. And I'm starting to feel weirded out by it. Like, why? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want to feed off my trauma or something? Like, what's the deal with that? Like, every time I'm up here, somebody talking to me about Hurricane Katrina. My God, today. Hey, Gemini Nola girl, what's up? I can't understand what people think beating on children does other than sending a message that violence is okay. girl. Oh my God. But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Once again, the community is not okay, but I appreciate y'all for coming through. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one.